What up, everyone? Welcome to Small Talk, episode 111.
Hey,
We got the Bannerman answering the call tonight. We got Dean the Dream,
What up?
Eddie Money Mendez,
good boss.
and of course we got Chris here as well.
Hey, happy to be here. Great to have these guys along for the ride tonight.
Just got to say shout out to Sean. He had to bow out this week, like I had to last week. So, or last time, sorry, it was 2 weeks ago. But shout out to everyone in the chat. We've already got a few people there. King Dingaling was here waiting for us. Six Guns Figs, my brother right above me in the Patreon read, and Toy Mafia. Oh, somebody beat Toy Mafia. Can you believe it?
Dude, that's wild. Toy Mafia
He's so ashamed.
always number one.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're so proud of you.
It's because we didn't create the stream until like 25 minutes
That's
before
true.
we started.
I was trying to join the room. I was like, where the fuck is it?
We didn't have a thumbnail.
What time does the show start?
Dean, we're professionals. I'll have you know. Okay.
Yeah,
like
no, it's fine. I'm just so used to Zach tidying everything up that I just show up and
I feel
exploit his
that.
labor.
Yeah, I definitely know what you mean when you show up to a stream where there's nothing to do but be a talking head. It's nice.
Yeah, it's okay. I got in here early and I did the banners and the background and stuff. What do they call that? The brands.
The
tagging.
branding. Yeah.
Yeah, I changed it for you. It was after dark. I was like, ooh.
Gotta get the branding in. All right. Before we get started, well, how's your guys' week going?
Not too shabby, dude.
Pretty good. Long.
Yeah, man. I don't like. I feel like most of the cool new announcements and reveals and stuff haven't been super relevant to me, but we got a couple interesting things to talk about.
Not enough Star Wars, huh?
Well, you know, well we got our one vehicle for the next 2 years, so that's exciting.
Shout out Brenton. Yeah, it's honestly, I didn't think we'd have a lot to talk about, and then I'm going through it and like, I'm gonna have to actually cut stuff that we were gonna add. So there was I thought we were gonna have to be.
Did you cut all the Power Rangers bullshit?
Jeez.
I didn't see any Power Rangers, so there's no.
Just never cut.
I don't know
Wild Force, because we never get any of that. So.
Wild Force.
Hey, if there's anything you ever want to talk about, Eddie, that you wanna, because there's so much small talk news as well, and we don't hit everything now.
I looked.
So, yeah,
there wasn't much. There wasn't
let me
much.
know.
It was mostly, like obscure third-party stuff, and I was like, I don't want to bog down small talk like this.
I knew.
Steve.
Yeah, what's up, Steve? I knew I was gonna be here this week, so I messaged Badfish. I was like, bro, I want to fucking dissect these figures so bad that when I talk about them on the main show, it's just, touch and go to get the show moving. And
Yeah.
Our tagline is things that matter the most. Whoa, what the fuck? Things that matter the most to us this week. But it's not 6 scale, so like I don't know if a lot of people really give a shit. So I just talk about it really quick. But like I want to deep dive, so I sent Badfish a bunch of shit we're gonna get into.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's definitely lots of stuff there's a lot of fun news, actually, to be honest, that we had this week. So yeah, and of course, our boy on the panel as well in the chat. All right, you got a little teaser of our of how we're starting. Let's get into it here.
Little taste. See what it tastes like.
I'm tired of getting paid to lose. I wanna win.
I wanna win.
Eddie is the king of movie quotes. I realized this. He's always got one up his
Dean's
sleeve.
pretty good too.
He's always got a good one. I'm telling you.
I was raised on movie quotes, baby.
There you go.
All right, let me see here. That reminds me, I need to actually get the show sheet, which is on the other.
Wow,
I've hidden it here by accident.
Goober.
Advanced.
What's up, Cylon?
Wow.
Well, Badfish, I appreciate you because you being like 49% proficient at StreamYard saves me a lot of work. It's good.
Wow.
I will say
I
I had
means you suck.
busy week at work, but I got a lot of stuff done, and getting the show together, I got it together like part of yesterday and today, so it worked out. But
That's true. I was trying to have
hectic,
conversations with him all day, and he was just like, "I'm doing show stuff." I'm like, "Bro, I'm trying to be your friend."
Yeah, Dean messaged me and I was like, but I don't. Whatever you're saying, Dean, did you hear about how Fern ruined his aquarium? That's all I wanted to talk about today.
oh my,
Dude.
yes, Jeez.
Yeah, I thought Fern was gonna
Poor
be
guy.
here, so I asked. It's not my show, so I was like, "Hey, are you cool with Fern being here?" And he was like, "The guy that ruined his aquarium." I was like, "What are you talking about?" So I had to go back to the Patreon chat, and oh my god,
Bro, I saw
spent
bits and
so
pieces
much
of it
money,
after.
dude.
Yeah. And then you guys were commenting, someone's had sushi, and they're like, "Oh, is that Fern's?"
Wait, what did he do though? I'm not in the Patreon chat. I don't get it.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
listen, and I say this with love. We love Fern. Obviously, he's a good dude, but like,
Yeah, but we also
he's-
love making fun of him. So.
Yeah, he probably spent like $500 on this setup, and like I don't think he watched like a 5-minute YouTube video on how to have an aquarium before setting it up. It's pretty amazing stuff. But he put it together
Oh,
too quick.
man.
It's pretty much bottom line.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
sounds like what is it, a 50-gallon he got?
Yeah, he just put too many fish
50-gallon
in
tank.
at the same time, and
Yeah.
that does weird stuff to the nitrate cycle.
Didn't
Yeah,
climatize
it's
them
some
or whatever.
fucking weird like mathematical equation. Like for every 2 gallons of water, it's like an inch of fish or some shit.
Yeah,
like
but,
that.
Oh, I
in his-
remember that. Holy.
I'll
Yeah,
start
but
using that.
in his defense, the guy at the store should have asked him 2 or 3 questions before when he's walking out of there with like 50 fish.
I can't put it in all
I
at
got
once.
6 gallons of water worth of penis down.
Hey, he
You
knew.
could kill your fish, baby.
Here's what that guy knew, Chris.
All
He
3
had
inches.
he had his money, and he knew that guy's gonna be back for more fish in 3 days.
yeah, he fucking sold Fern all those fish knowing what was gonna happen. Yeah, you got bamboozled, Fern.
Oh, we love you, Fern.
Call a lawyer.
We love you. Oh man, let's quickly shout out. We got Cylon as well. Casual nerd, stretchy pants. Yomo, shout out. Arrow El Maestro and Cis Scale Collector.
Sometimes
What up?
you wear stretchy pants in your room. It's for fun.
The fish did not.
That's right. That's right, Maestro.
Yeah, those
All
fish
right.
died.
I forget what I was gonna add here last time. Somebody told me to add something, but it's the Canadian takeover, so I had to throw this in.
Should have Toys R Us on there.
Yes, I think that might have been one of them. So
Why
Yeah,
isn't
Toys
it-
R Us and Drake's penis, please.
And Timmy Hortons.
What?
Why isn't there a Timmy Hortons cup on there?
that
Yeah,
was the other
true.
good one. Timmy's and TRU. All right.
Timmy Horton, look at that, dude. I keep it
Yeah.
right on my streaming setup.
Nice.
I need to get one of those plastic cups. They actually disappeared
Dude,
from the shelves.
you-
and
I
you've
cannot-
got one. I don't.
I cannot overstate how fucking stoked I was when he pulled a Timmy Hortons cup out of the bag. For those of you who don't know, Chris came down here. God, what was that? 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, I got some stuff for you," and I just thought it was whatever. And then it was bam, Timmy Hortons cups. It's like, fuck yeah.
It's just a striking visual, It's just, it gleams on the stream there. Matches
Yeah.
your headphones. It's great.
Yeah, well, because it looks like a disposable cup, which is what I thought it was.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, it's a
They were-
reusable. And I was like, oh, I just thought Canada just didn't fuck around. Like, oh, even our throwaway cups are nice. But
Dude, they were-
yeah, this is so fucking cool, dude. I love it.
They were selling them at the local one, and they had like, I think they were selling them off because they were trying to get rid of them, and now I regret not grabbing one.
Yeah, I mean, they're funny looking, bottom line, because they look like they should be thrown out in garbage. But yeah, it's just aesthetically pleasing. It's good stuff. Hey, there's casual.
Bro, you put the
Yeah.
Google Docs in the chat.
No. I put
Yeah, what the
I
hell?
put a link to our friends here. Chuck, CM Chuck, and Double A are being nominated for the Raddies. It's a podcast that is doing awards, so it's our brothers on Friday night. So go and vote for them. I've put a I'm gonna actually delete the long link because it didn't it was too long to actually post properly on YouTube. So I've posted a short URL, and make sure you guys go and vote. There's up for 6 different categories, and the easiest way to find all 6 categories is like Control F and type CM space Chuck, and you'll find all 6 times that you can vote for them. Let's get them into the top of those awards. I'm gonna be
Nice.
doing that.
Gave me a
as well for
virus.
them.
Crap.
I'm gonna be doing
Well,
that,
that's
later.
great. We just they just lost like 3 votes because you said that, bro.
Wow.
But yeah, shout out to just another Friday night, Double A and CM Chuck. I think our only new pickup that we technically have
Wow.
was from Chris.
Yeah, this is a fun one. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not particularly crazy about these prototype collection subset of the retro collection, but you know, Boba Fett is of course the only one of these that anybody really cares about. And weirdly, in Toys R Us Canada, they cleared out a section to bring back HMV inside Toys R Us Canada, which I don't know if you guys even have HMV, but it's like a physical media store that used to focus on records. So that apparently is taking a chunk out of Toys R Us and showing up in there. So they're reorganizing, and apparently somebody 2 or 3 years ago threw this on top of a shelf. So they just put it on the peg, and it would not scan. So they scanned one of the more current Chewbacca ones, which is on clearance for $11 Canadian, and that's what I got it for. And I think
Nice.
like a $50 to $60 figure on the secondary.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Damn.
That's happened. I think we talked about this on an episode of Small Talk, but I randomly uncovered treasure chest of figures underneath a shelf at one point in my Target, and there was a ton of wrestling figs under there that were worth like $100 each.
Dang.
And they were like, the packaging was like stuck to the ground from them waxing the floors and everything. Like it was.
Well,
it
so
looked like
$50.
crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, without the exactly. So
Is that
when I
that
went
trick
to-
where they pull up the shelf?
yeah.
People still do that at Toys R Us here. It's crazy. You do find stuff.
The lady, she's like, these don't scan, and I was like, yeah, they're not gonna. I was like, you could just charge me $10 for all of them. She was like, okay. I was like, cool.
Nice.
I
You
love
know,
it when
that's
the
how you do
workers
it.
don't give a shit. Because every once in a while, you get that tryhard that wants to like impress his boss, and he's like, "These aren't street dated. I can't sell these."
Yeah.
Well,
But every
this was
once in a while, you get a middle-aged mother who's just fucking tired of being there and wants to go home and rest her feet, and she's like, "How much do you want to pay for these?" I'm like,
Dean.
"Oh,
Dean, that's what this was. That's what this was. This was my experience a couple days ago. So like the first guy who tries to scan it, he looks at me like, "Did you hide this? Where do you find this?" And I'm like, "It was just right on the
Did you-
peg." And then
He's
and
a
it was just right on the
collector.
peg. And then when he scans the Chewbacca, the 40-year-old mother at the counter says, "Wow, that's great, $11. This was probably $50 when it came out." Like
I
she even
missed
knows they
it,
just
yeah.
gouge you for this stuff, right? It was probably 40 Canadian, but she's not far off. But yeah, even she was like in on the joke. Because you know these guys plague the store by hiding stuff here and there. They put figures like behind puzzles and board games and stuff because they know
Oh, yeah.
nobody's buying that stuff, right? So you know they're always finding things where they don't belong. But yeah, man, the guy went back to like, because he didn't believe I found it on the peg. He thought I hid it somewhere, so he went and like checked it out. But
even
pretty
if
funny.
you had hit it, what?
3 years ago, but he didn't know that it was, he didn't know it was 3 years old, obviously, because they don't pay attention to this stuff. But you know, it is something like that. So it's
But,
pretty
like-
funny that it was sitting around.
It's like, okay, so I hit it. What? You're not gonna sell it
What
to
are you
me
gonna
out of
do?
what principle? Like,
I don't know.
I don't-
it was just
I don't
funny
know.
because but he went and asked another Toys R Us employee who was the guy who found it like on top of an aisle. So the guy confirmed the story. Yeah.
oh, that's hilarious.
So what is it going for now?
I think I looked up on eBay and it was like there was maybe one on Amazon for like $100, but I'm sure you can get it cheaper than that.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
probably say they made so many of these.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a cool find. Unless Casual, did you have anything that you wanted to show you got new?
Yeah, I used to work at this HEB. I used to play DJ equipment, and I had this like big ass
You
table where
fucking guy. You
Wow.
I was like, you didn't work at HEB.
At first, I believed him. At first,
I
I
know.
was like,
I
"Holy
was
I was
definitely
like, yeah, I was like, when
enthralled.
did he
Yeah,
live
I
in
was like,
Texas?
oh, okay.
That never came up before.
There's a story Dean told last night or after dark. It was great. It was-
Yo, did you guys realize on After Dark last night, two separate people used the phrase out of pocket correctly, and Zach didn't even get confused?
He's learning. You know, he's a slow learner.
I've seen it a few times on other shows since then. I'm like, oh man.
He got never mind.
wow, you can't start that enough."
I can't say it. Yeah.
I'm
You
going to
got the
unbox
Cheeto?
this because freaking Eddie got
Oh,
it. Yeah.
Hell
I'll
yeah.
unbox it in the background while you guys are doing your thing. But I've had this for a little bit.
The Chester Cheeto.
It
Oh,
ain't
Eddie has one. I was gonna say, Eddie, didn't you think these were cool? Yeah, I forgot you
Yeah,
actually
dude.
got one.
Awesome. I'm definitely was tempted by that thing. The box is so sweet.
They're really cool, but I'm too fat to have food mascot toys. Eddie, you could just scrape by.
Well, it's
Steve,
also
you're good.
Cheetos. It's also Cheetos. It's like the most stereotypical one. It's like it's like the video game controller covered in orange dust comes to mind.
Bro.
You know, it's not good.
Dean, you got a saving grace though. You're Mexican.
I was gonna say, dude,
Yeah.
they have fucking spicy Cheetos.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what they need to do, the spicy next.
it'll be the most popular toy in all San Antonio, dude.
Shout
All
out
the
Road
fucking
Traveler.
Latinas picking it up.
Here we go. So we're gonna get into there's actually quite a bit of news this week, so some interesting stuff. And this was popping off in the chat, the Patreon chat. This Carnage Mayfex is coming out. I believe this might have been like a reissue, but it's number 118 Mayfex. It was selling for $56 on Plaza Japan, but now it's 109 on BBTS, but that's sold out as well. Anywhere I looked, it seemed to be sold out already. But this comic version, first appearance of Carnage, what do you guys think?
Bro, I don't want to ruin this figure for anybody. But
Oh boy.
it's
gonna-
like when you
what are you
go
gonna
over
do?
to your friend's house and their kid comes out wearing just their underwear. They just have like a big ass head and like weird proportions, and they're just staring at
Jesus.
you from across the room. You're like,
Yeah.
Wait till you see the mouth. Wait till you see the mouth. dude.
Well, oh, it's like a 2D open mouth.
yeah.
That's interesting. But you know, doesn't it look? I mean, I kind of
Here.
agree though. Like the legs and the torso look a little bit under designed for like such a gnarly character who has like tendrils coming off him in every which way in the comics. You know what I
I'll
mean?
jump
Like
back to this.
it looks like the black part is 3D,
Yeah,
but it's a
yeah,
little bit
print or sculpted.
yeah. But it's almost like they're reused parts, except for they added that like slightly raised layer on or something. You know, it feels like pretty stock if you look at the shape of the legs and everything.
Mm-hmm.
This is, I think, most people's number 1/12 scale Carnage. It's really good. Marvel Legends did some good ones too, but this is one of the best ones, and it matches more with those animated looking figures that Mayfix also put out, like the Venom and Spidey. But I did want this, but it redropped at a bad time. I couldn't get it, and I'm trying to stay away from like just impulse buys right now. So I was like, I don't need this. Plus, like, even though I hate Let There Be Carnage, I kind of want that SHF version because that one looks pretty good to me. So maybe some point I'll track that down to go with my Spider-Man collection. But I couldn't do this right now, so I had to pass on it. But it did sell out really quick anyway. So
why are his knees just
yeah,
forgotten about?
that was one of the complaints on the original release.
Oh,
is
that's
like
a great point.
they didn't bother painting or anything.
Yeah, even if it was just a paint app and not raised like the rest of it, you know, because it
Yeah.
might cause problems when it bends if it's raised or whatever.
Yeah, or
but,
make
like,
one red and the other one black. Like,
dude, if they would have put like one black line through it, you wouldn't even be thinking about it, you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's very.
I've-
To me, it's very meh.
I was gonna say I know that everyone's freaking out about it, but I just don't like something about the way they've done, and it is pretty comic accurate, but something the way they've done the black uh part of the symbiote on this. I just don't like the way it's, I don't know, smooth, the way it's like smoothed out. I don't know. And the mouth, this mouth here, I really don't like
It
the
reminds me of
way
like a
it's.
Funko or like one of those like Safubis where it's like everything about it
Yeah.
is paint deco. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just
Mm.
really don't like this. I feel like Hasbro's done a lot better job with their versions of these with the open mouth, but there are some, the articulation looks good. Like there's some pretty cool poses like this one here as well. They got in some cool poses, and the accessories are pretty cool. And actually I like the sculpt, which I normally don't like Mayfix. There's something where they paint them. This one actually looks pretty good, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not alone on this. This feeling like weird, but um, yeah. Steve, what do you think?
To be honest, I'm going back with what Dean said in the beginning. Like it looks like somebody but I do love the accessories on this thing. Like you could do a lot with that, right?
The
With
Cletus Cassidy head sculpt is amazing.
yeah, that looks really good too.
Yeah,
Do a lot of poses, do a lot of yeah, it looks I like it. It pops, man.
yeah. There's still a lot of good things about it, but yeah, if you wanted to get it, you had to be on it. So
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously wrong because it's sold out mercilessly. But you know, like I just want y'all to expect more. You know,
Wow.
that's all I'm saying.
Said the Star Wars fan.
Amen. Amen.
Well,
Wow.
I expect more from Star Wars Entertainment.
that's a good.
That's true. Star
That's
Wars
very good.
toys have not been ultra shitty other than the price. Star Wars toys are usually pretty good.
We're entering a new era, but we won't see it for a while. You know, with Steve Evans back at the design director helm for Star Wars, you know, it'll start getting good early 2026. That's how their development
Wow.
cycle. You know, so we'll see.
Yay.
I'm not sure who this is. It says Facebook user,
I
but
think it's Chuck.
thank y'all for helping out. It's been a crazy few days.
It's probably Sean. No?
Oh,
Okay.
is it Sean?
Yeah,
I
it's
thought it
probably
was
Sean,
Chuck
yeah.
for shouting out Friday night, but it probably
Yeah,
is Sean.
shout out Sean as well.
Sean?
I don't know if you heard us earlier, but
Making yourself look bad as a streamer. You don't have.
The
Horrible.
guy doesn't have Instagram, eh? Or maybe he just got
He
it.
does. He just doesn't do anything with it.
Instagram's like a boomer social media, and he's just getting into it.
He's
great.
far from a boomer. You have no
Okay, Dave.
excuses, Sean. Chris is helping you out here, and I'm not gonna lay it aside.
You're like, boomers know how to use Instagram. Oh man, merciless.
all right. And actually, yeah, here's I guess a little shot
Yeah.
of it as well. So yeah, I do love the boxes from them, but
Yeah, they're like scythe effect. That's pretty cool. That hammer, a little bit small, if you ask me.
Wow, this
We're
thing's a good size hammer.
and we're gonna get right into
Bro.
Dean's I don't know what I would call it. Your
It's like you're high right
your
now.
love, your passion project almost, but we're getting right into these.
Yeah, so these are the Bring Arts from Square Enix. These are 1/12 scale, roughly. Specifically for Final Fantasy VII. Now, these are from the original design of the game, not the remake.
Good.
And I paired them with the images of Tetsuya Nomura's original drawings.
Is that like
Because, like-
1996 concept art? Like that's like for like the
This is
original
from
game.
the game manual.
Yeah, this is from the game. And
Nice.
every figure, and you're going to see it as we go through all these photos, they nail every single one of these figures. And these are... Now, back in 97, Bandai made figures for this game.
They were sort of pre-posed, weren't they?
Yeah, they were kind of pre-posed. They had some, maybe like a 5 POA but like it was like head, waist, arms, and elbows.
Yeah, and
Like,
some of the legs and arms were like sort of stylized positions, right? Like where you,
yeah. And I still have all my original figures from back then, because this is literally my ultimate. If you were like pick one fucking thing to consume and enjoy for the rest of your life, and that's it would be Final Fantasy 7. Like I love this game. Adore
all
it.
4 discs. Yeah.
It was 3.
Okay, fine. Close enough. I almost got it. None of these other guys know how many discs it was. Come on. All right.
Yeah, and the last disc was literally like a boss fight and the like end movie, because back then they couldn't fit all that shit on.
Yeah, it was like a
single
200
disc, so-
megabyte CD-ROM or something. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, these translated from art. You're incredible, as you're about to see. But they didn't do every character, so some of these characters I've literally been waiting to get in figure form from this game since 1997. Now, some of these characters got figures from the Advent Children and the Play Arts Kai line, which I do own, which is cool, but it's like it's not their original design. So I'm obsessed. Cloud should be getting here soon. I know a lot of people already have it. I order from BBTS. They're pretty slow, so any day now. But yeah, this is Cloud, the main character, my favorite character of all time.
I just gotta quickly.
Ooh.
Okay.
Greatest hits.
Oh, that's not their first
Hey,
release.
Greatest Hit's still good.
No, yeah, first release is probably pretty hard to find.
Yeah, I used to have that.
Bet you wish
This
you
is
didn't show
this
that
is
now.
this is the PS1 hype that yeah, here's
Yeah,
we'll
it should
see
be in the
this in
book,
a
yeah.
second.
You have the book? Oh, you have the book? Oh.
He's Canadian,
Of
guys.
course,
Give him
of
some
Hey man, it's still 25 years old. Even the greatest hits one probably.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
I'm trying
Canada,
to
so you
see
guys
if I
probably
can
got that,
find-
what, 2 years ago?
Wow.
Yeah, about yeah.
Who said that? Who said that?
What's this
Yeah,
remake
like
you're talking about?
here's another one we're gonna see. This art here, but yeah, there's this art is in the game manual. But yeah, these
Yeah.
they're so true to the actual original.
Yeah, whoever like
art.
posed these for the photos
Yeah,
was
nailed
like
it.
gave a shit.
Did they share these concept art shots when they posted these, or they just let the cool kids figure it out?
Oh, they just let the cool kids figure it out, which
Okay.
yeah, I was
Nice.
like, oh my god, that's the original pose, because like
Anyone who knows this game knows these.
yeah, like
poses kinda,
her right arm, like what is that? Like what? Who stands like that? Nobody. But like
Well, some people.
I guess yeah.
Okay.
But
I
look at
was
the
like-
hairpiece. The,
You
the
got the
hairpiece is, like
reference.
sculpted.
I'm not the only bad one. Okay, sorry.
But the hairpiece is sculpted in almost to match the concept art. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy.
Yeah, so we're looking at Tifa. Tifa's so fucking cool. Tifa's such a badass character. Even more so, I think in the remake, they've done a lot to really drive home her character. So that's the nice thing about the remake is
Give
they
me
can
2 seconds.
dive a little deeper and spend a little bit more time.
Well, it's an obvious reference point to go to, I guess, because the character models in game wouldn't be as detailed as this concept art. So if you wanted to make like a true like 1997 version, like you need a reference image with a little more detail than the actual game models, I guess.
Yeah, which is, in fact, Steve, you bought them. They sold the figures of the game models, the little polygon. Oh, they're there, right there. Which I love. In fact, when those came out, it was really funny because I spent like the better part of like 6 months trying to 3D print them. And of course, they're not painted and stuff. But
Get me off screen, man.
how dare
I'm
you?
gonna do bad things right now.
Nice. Wait,
Yeah,
so
those are the 3D models. So.
Oh yeah, that's
wow, so that's the same pose, but it's like a slightly better model than the in-game model.
Yeah, that's you're on mute, Badfish.
no. He sounds beautiful.
Oh,
Those
sorry.
are-
That's the original pose they've done several times.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's That's the 3D.
Yeah,
version.
that's the when you're
In-game.
when you're fighting, like in a battle.
Wow.
That's the game model.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's like the map version versus the like battle version.
Yeah, they look
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is Barrett. Again, I'm gonna say this about every fucking character, but Barrett is so fucking cool. I love Barrett. He's got a fucking gun for a hand. Like, come on, man. What's more badass than that?
And the
So-
shading they've done on his arms and stuff, like, look, it's really good.
I don't think I've ever seen like a better match to like a piece of art for a figure. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like this is
and the
crazy.
pants, it's like cell shaded on the pants, but they did it like.
Yeah, but like
Oh,
even
it
to
looks
just
so good.
but just even like the brightness values, like from like the metal texture to like the skin tone and the pants, like from the highlights and shadows, like it just looks like
Yeah.
this piece of concept art. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, even like because you could look at his knee, like his right knee, our left, and like that looks weird. Like, oh, they could have designed that better. But then you look at the art, you're like, but that's what the art looks like.
Yeah.
Like they sacrificed maybe some sculpting to
But, like, You hardly see
homage
joints on this
to-
guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
He doesn't look chunky. Like, you don't see like those weird cuts, right? Like, this looks
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, maybe just in the bicep, but even like the elbow, like the inside of the elbow is relatively well placed. I've seen, especially Square Enix figures have a really bad problem with their elbow joints being like real bulbousy. So this is cool, and Barrett is just for someone who's as big as Barrett and like blocky. I think this figure looks fucking fantastic.
I love it that they got the spiky, ripped
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
like
Sleeves.
shoulders on the vest. Yeah, exactly.
Are they all the same height? Like if you were to buy them all, or are they like different heights?
I think
Well,
they're different
they're-
heights.
None of them are
Oh, that's
out
cool.
yet, but they should all be different heights. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe they're
'cause-
different heights.
yeah.
They're
so
to
there's-
scale to each other from the game, though, is if that's what you're asking, kind of thing.
Yeah, they should be anyway.
Separate.
I'm pretty sure they are because the other Bring Arts line figures in the line from other games like Dragon Quest and stuff, they're all correct skies to each other. So
Yeah.
this one is Sephiroth again, straight from the fucking art, like
The
so
shoulder pads
fantastic.
look sweet.
Yeah, the hair blowing in the wind. I'm surprised they didn't add a red tint to his hair, to be honest. But
They're almost sacrificing like things to be close to this art. You know what I mean? Like, is that the optimal way to make that hairpiece? But you have to do it because it matches the art. You know what I
I
mean?
think that's
I
how
don't know.
most people will pose it, right? Anyways, so.
well, also I believe they're swap out parts.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. It's a very good point.
Okay, and now we're looking at Eris. This one looks like it's gonna be a pain in the ass just because her dress. Because I have the Play Arts Kai version of this figure, and it's the same thing. It's like
Yeah.
you gave me leg articulation, but it don't do shit. So
She falls over all the time,
all the time, yeah.
and her hair actually broke. Her braid on mine broke.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so she has no hair right now.
I'll just super
I've
glue that
tried
shit in.
super gluing it. I have to super glue it again with like an elastic band holding it in place because it kept falling. But yeah, but
Oh, it didn't dry properly.
yeah. So, but this, if you want me to go back on any too, Dean, let me know. But
No, you're good. But like even her left hand with it like slightly twisted out and angled, like they nailed that. Like it just in the posing of the figure, like
yeah,
just to show. I really wanted to show this contrast of figure and art
they
because
even got
I've
the
never seen it
wrinkles.
done like this before.
Okay, but like I was just saying with the last one, like, isn't this dress an example of like you're kind of messing up this figure for the sake of perfectly matching the concept art? Like
Yeah.
what
But
good
that's
is that
okay.
dress for you most of the time?
Yeah,
See, the exact same number of buttons are buttoned, and then it tucks in the fabric curves in at the same
But
buttons as well.
But does Square Enix
which is
not
like-
do
which
soft
is
goods?
awesome.
You know,
No.
they never do.
They have on one figure, which
Don't
is the
lie,
Playards Kai Cloud from Advent Children, because he wears like this cloth.
So is another Final
thing.
Fantasy figure.
Yeah.
I feel like this. I mean, this is kind of asking for it because like her legs are literally stuck.
Yeah, and they've done Eris. Let's see, 1, 2, Crisis Core, and the remake. So twice. And like I said, you can't really do anything with the legs anyway. So I honestly would rather have it like this because you're not going to get any use out of it anyway. Like,
Yeah,
You're
and
not gonna pose her in the craziest poses.
and the fabric wouldn't really match the art style. It would just look weird, probably. So
yeah.
And as a fan, it's like this is how I'd want to. It's just like this looks so good. I would just pose it this way. So that's like with all these characters.
I like
basically.
this one.
Yeah, and then you got Sid Highwinds, who's he's a problematic character in today's day and age.
oh, so he's not in the remake, is what
Little
you're
bit.
saying?
No, he's in the remake, but very out of character. Just based on the trailers, I'm like, what the fuck? Why is he being so nice? He's a fucking dick when you first meet him.
We used to be a country, by which I mean America used to be a country.
Yeah. But Sid is in Final Fantasy 7 you can have 3 party members. Most Final Fantasies you can have 4, but in 7 they brought it down to 3. I guess just the PlayStation can handle more. And Sid was always in my party. The second I could put Sid in my party, because he is fucking dope, dude. His skills and his limit breaks are fucking badass. So it was Sid, Barrett, and Cloud was my party. They were like all tanks. It was just like, you're not going to lose a fight with those guys. And this is a figure that we didn't get in 97. We never got Sid Highwind. So I've been wanting this figure forever. Yeah, I love it. It's so
And you can
good.
see the little bits of materia here.
The
Oh,
weapons
yeah.
are all
Should be.
so beautiful and with these guys too. Like, oh man, they all look so dangerous. It's good
Yeah,
stuff.
this is like a stick with like a knife at the end of it. But like,
Yeah, but they
it's
look
so
hefty.
badass. Yeah.
You could do great poses with this sort of stuff because like it's a lot of it's like two-handed.
Yeah, they're and then speaking of dangerous weapons,
Yeah, then we got Yuffie again, badass, and she's a ninja. Also, if you meet her too early in the game, she steals all your shit.
I
and
hate
you have to go find her and get it back.
forgot about
It
that.
sucks, dude, when she
totally
steals
forgot
all
about
your
that.
stuff. But Yuffie's really badass. Again, a figure we never got in 97. And yeah, I mean, it's literally like looking at the art. It's so cool. I love everything about this.
Hey Dean, if you were to get all of these again, like, would you pose them just like this, or would you do different poses?
If he's getting them,
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
them.
yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I've already
My bad.
pre-ordered all of them. It would be a very cool display to pose them all like this, but I'd probably do my own thing. But it is very cool to see.
You know, since you guys make 3D models, I would 3D print their weapons, their extra weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their ultimate weapons. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, these. I think there's one more or yeah, 2 more. Sorry.
How is this being released, by the way? Like, is it like, do you have to like get everything, or like what's the price point on this sort of stuff? I've never
Oh,
bought anything
Say,
from Square Enix.
I figured we'd go over that, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
so these are if you get them from a Japanese site, like Hobby League Japan, Ami, stuff like that, they're $80 a pop.
Wow.
And then shipping, which shouldn't be too bad.
You think
But
they
if you-
just do a weapons pack and a chocobo for the sake of it? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they did a chocobo for Final Fantasy Online. So I could totally see them doing that.
Mhm.
That would be cool. So yeah, $80 a pop. How many characters is that? 11?
A lot.
It was a lot, yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
brave, right? Because
We'll
like
go
some of
for
these
the
guys are
pop,
like,
yeah.
you know, some of these guys are sort of third tier, and it's cool they're giving them that much attention and to detail and all that.
Yeah. Vincent, again, the art straight from the figures nailed it. Vincent's actually a character I never got in the game because he's behind this like weird time lock. You have to like put in a code in like an unreasonable amount of time, and I could never do it. Even like to this day, I can't get that fucking thing to work.
Really? I got it. I remember I
Yeah.
have him. Yeah. But I
Yeah,
never
I-
put him in my party. Just I never did.
Yeah, I never got Vincent.
I play with the Brady game strategy guide the whole time,
There
so I
you
knew
go.
exactly
That
what. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the cool thing about this game. You could play the whole thing and not get Yuffie or Vincent.
Mhm.
And the game is still playable, and you just miss out on the story beats for those characters. Vincent's pretty important to the story, so it's kind of weird that he's optional to get. But yeah, Vincent's super cool. But back to the price point, $80 a pop. There's 11 characters. You know, luckily they're all staggered, so it's not going to be, you know, all at one time. But for Final Fantasy 9, what they did was do 2-packs. It was, I believe, 6 2-packs. And those were a little more expensive. Those, I think, were like 150-ish to get both. But I was like, well, if you think about it, it's about, you know, a little more than $60 a figure. So these are technically more expensive a few years later, so it's kind of to be expected. But I'm really glad they didn't do 2-packs because actually not really. I would have gotten them anyway. So yeah, it's so cool to see. I love this line so much. Then you got Red 13.
I love the scar.
Yeah, aka Nanaki. His mouth opens. He's got swap out parts as well. Very articulated. They showed. They have some other photos if you look at him, and he's like laying down or sitting down and doing cute cat stuff. Red 13 is so cool. I love Red 13. We did get Red 13 back in. Yeah, Six Gun Figs. I'm having such a good time because I can't dive deep into it on the main show, but
Commander Green.
yeah, Red 13 did come out back in '97, and I did not find him until like, man, I was already like in middle school or high school by the time I found this character in the
I was just a
wild.
boy.
Yeah.
Okay, but imagine how what it's like to be, what a time to be alive, right? Like Dean loved this game for so long. Now they're just bringing out like top of the line screen accurate figures, like, and they're doing everybody at once. It's crazy. It's overloading to the senses. Like, give him some sympathy, you guys. You know.
Yeah, when they first announced, they did Cloud, Tifa, Eris, and Barrett.
Yeah.
And I
the
was like,
first
oh,
ones,
that's
yeah.
such a solid lineup. Like, I really hope they do the rest because it's pretty much without fail. They won't do, you know, companies just like won't finish a line for whatever reason. And Square has that problem. But I think they're really fucking banking on Final Fantasy 7 because the Player Arts Kai line is pretty extensive. I mean, they're getting into like soldiers and stuff now, like no-name characters. So I was pretty sure they were going to do these, but we hadn't heard anything for so long. But yeah, this past week, Sid, Yuffie, Red 13, or no, Sid, Yuffie, Vincent, and Kate Sith were announced. So that's why we're talking about them.
Yeah, I was gonna
But
say
I
Red
just wanted
13.
to talk
I
about
think
everybody.
Red 13 was already out.
Yeah.
Before that, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I was looking
him
at
with
getting
Sephiroth.
these. Yeah, I
So
was
can you
looking
still
at
get
getting
the
these,
early
yeah.
ones? Probably not, right?
I don't think
Yes,
so.
but
Oh,
they're
can you?
more. It depends where you look. So like, basically, I almost got. I'll just jump back to the Cloud. I almost got. I wanted to get Cloud and Tifa. I was very close to getting them, and they were 124 Canadian. Now they're 130 US on BBTS, which is basically 170 Canadian.
Each, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
each. So
Yeah.
I think I got a pat. And as these look so great, but it's just there's so much stuff coming out. I think I got to pass on.
Do these guys? Did they ever reissue stuff? Because like you'd feel like if they're still keeping this going, they should do like a slight variant on the Cloud or something.
You know
My
what?
hope is they just do a 2.0 and when they do 2.0s, they almost look the exact same.
Yeah.
So that's my
They
hope.
do reissues of Final Fantasy 7 stuff pretty often. They've done a
sells,
bunch of
yeah.
Clouds. They've redone Tifa recently, but I don't know the player it's Kai Tifa, but I don't know if it's because the first one had a horrible face print and they're just like redoing it.
Mhm.
But they redid Cloud and Barrett to update the game models because they came out like 3 years before the game did. So when the game dropped, they came out with like 2.0s.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, like I said, they redid Tifa again. So
That's crazy.
they
That match.
do, but
But it looks like they almost sculpted it to work from the angle of
This
the
one
concept
is the
art.
closest,
Like
almost.
what?
I think it's like so. I was looking at the pictures and switching between them, and it's almost like they layer perfectly on top of each other. I kind of almost wanted to do that, but you can see it pretty well here, like how perfectly, like with the pose on the actual cat.
Like if you saw it out of context, you'd think they'd like imported the concept art into one of those like devil AI machines to like yeah. Like it's
fuck, what if
crazy.
they did?
Did anyone ever use this character though in their party?
Yeah, when you go to the casino,
I never used them.
I love
ever.
this character.
Kate Sith was a gamble,
Really?
literally a gamble, because he could team kill your whole your team.
That's probably why I didn't use them.
Yeah, he was his limit breaks were all slot machine based,
Oh yes, that was it.
and
yeah.
there was literally like a thing where it would just kill you. So it's like almost not worth having him on your team. But he's a great character. I love Kate Sith.
And he was in the new one for like, at least the cat was in the new one for what, like all of
a
2
half
seconds.
second. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's a doll. He's a puppet.
And we didn't see him at that point in the original game either, technically.
Right. You don't
It
find
was
that out
early,
until
yeah.
almost the end of disc 2.
Mm-hmm.
There's like this really like fucked up moment in the game. Well, I don't want to give it away. The remake's coming out.
True, yeah. All that stuff's coming really soon. When is that? Is that March or?
These don't come out till next year.
No, the
game.
new
The end
game.
of this month.
Okay, shit. Okay.
Yeah, I can't wait. As much
Jeez,
as
I never played the
I have a
DLC.
love-hate relationship with the remake. Because it's like, that's not what they sold us. They sold us a remake, but it's not a remake, it's a sequel. So it's like,
Yeah, it's definitely.
while I was playing the
Not
game, I was
what
like,
it's-
what the
yeah.
fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
So I was like really pissed off about it. So
Oh,
I loved it so much though. The combat is so fun in that game.
that's
every
pretty
day I'm thankful we didn't get that Knights of the Old Republic remake, you know.
good. Oh, dude, I know. Yeah, you're not wrong.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is Tetsuya Nomura and his buddy that did Kingdom Hearts just can't tell a story. They have to fucking go on some fantastical, like, I don't even know how to describe it, but like, it's like, what are you talking about?
You're
Just
not
like,
wrong.
the story is already there. Just retell it. What is all this extra shit? So, yeah, it's again, love-hate relationship, but that comes out at the end of the month. But yeah, these figures, I think January to February 2025 is when these these last ones come out.
Yeah.
But I'll be
Yeah.
getting them all throughout the year, so it's not gonna be that bad.
Yeah, I was on the cusp of, like I said, getting Cloud, but I just couldn't pull the trigger. It's at 120 a pop. It's a lot for basically 6-inch.
You got to sell some of those
It's a
sealed
lot.
Cara Dune Black Series that you have there, man. You
I
make
got,
the money
like-
back.
Oh yeah, true. I've got like one or two.
Yeah, especially when she wins her lawsuit, bro.
Oh, what a time to be alive. That's great.
Steve, do you have any last things you want to say with these? Being a fan.
I wanted to ask who that guy Money Mendez is because I don't think he played this game. Oh man, like
I don't, yeah,
what,
no,
I
he's
know
too
it's not
young.
really up his alley.
he's too young.
I
he's
was
too young.
In '97, I was 8.
This
Yeah,
was
I
all the
played it.
rage in '97, man. I remember
So Eddie
everyone
was-
was playing this when in '97.
He was 5 years old.
Yeah, my dad got it for me Christmas
Yeah.
'97.
Would you make Eddie play the PS1 version or the new version?
I tell everybody to play the original one because, I mean, it's the original. Like,
You can play it on PlayStation with sped up. You can speed up like the battles and stuff. So
yeah,
you
you
can.
could do like a story only
Yeah,
version.
Dean.
Yeah,
Dean,
there's
I-
ways
Dean,
to
I-
play it faster too.
I agree with you guys, but I feel like these Gen Zs, man, they literally physically cannot handle looking at those those graphics,
Eddie.
man.
I'm a millennial, dickhead.
They can't look at those graphics; they go crazy.
Eddie can't even sit through a whole podcast without getting on TikTok. Somebody tell me my opinion. No,
I bet
not
there's
you.
older. I bet there's older guys here than me that have a TikTok, and I don't have one.
I don't have
Oh.
it just because I don't want to be spied on constantly and
Bro,
have
I
my
have
data
it.
mined.
I have it because there's big titty goth girls on there.
Doom-
Like,
Yeah.
They got those on
Good
Instagram,
reason.
Dean.
We've all doom scrolled at one time or another. That's for sure.
Doom scrolled?
You know what doom scrolling is?
No, what's doom scrolling?
When you keep scrolling and you don't stop for like an hour or more, like however long, like
oh,
Yeah,
dude.
you
going
get
through
hypnotized by the
TikTok or
CCP.
short, like it's called
Wow.
doom
Yep.
scrolling. Yeah, basically, if you just keep going through your apps, it's endlessly refreshes, right? Doom scrolling. Yeah. All right, so 3-0. Eddie wanted to get into this. This is the Nemesis Prime, right?
Yeah,
There it is.
from
Yeah, Nemesis
last
Prime.
night when he fights Optimus. He fights himself, dude. And I think you could still get the Optimus. This is the from 3-0 the DLX line, I think it is.
Yeah.
So it's like comparable to
photos.
12-inch figures. For Optimus anyway, the B is like 8 inches, I think. But yeah, they released Optimus a couple years ago, and they're finally releasing Nemesis. And I missed Optimus, so the only difference with Nemesis is the purple eyes, and I think the colors are slightly more muted. But it's badass, man. I think I'm gonna have to pick it up. I've been meaning to jump into this line for the longest time, man. I've talked about it on Small Talk a lot, and I just things take priority because they are pricey. I don't know. This might be up for pre-order already, but it's usually around like $250 ish. So it's like the price of a hot toy, but it is the size of a hot toy, and they
Bro.
have die cast and they're super articulated for what
Oh,
they
wow.
are, and a lot of accessories and stuff. But really cool, man. And they're really, I'm hoping they flesh out that whole last night line and then dive into some of the older, because they've done Last Night and they've done Dark of the Moon and maybe Revenge of the Fallen, but they haven't done the original Transformers movie, and they've only done Optimus, Bumblebee, and they think they did Jetfire. They've done several versions of all of them, but I don't think, other than that, I don't think they've done any other. Oh, they did Megatron, but they haven't done any other Autobots. So I'm hoping that line gets a little more fleshed out.
They should make an Ironhide.
I didn't
Dude,
I didn't
Ironhide
even
would be sick.
I didn't even
They're
know 3-0
crazy.
made stuff this good. Like
Oh,
I
dude,
thought,
yeah.
when I hear 3-0, I think of those like Power Rangers, which are clearly lame. But
Wow.
like you know, it's like a spandex suit. But this is like insane sculpting, like
Insane.
to the
Bro.
like, you know what I mean?
And they're
The
like
Transformers
more
are the
articulated
best.
than an SHF, dude. They can do crazy stuff. It's
Yeah.
insane.
I almost bought the 30. What the fuck is it called? The premium scale Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
Is that this big thing here?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
Look at
premium
how
scale.
beautiful that thing is. Oh my
It's
god.
huge.
It's like a quarter
Uh,
scale hot toy.
Yeah, I think it was like $600.
Oh,
And
it's so nice. Man.
I had it
They're-
in my cart and I was ready to pull the trigger, but I was like, no, I have a statue coming, and
They're doing I don't know if it's Dark Side of the Moon or Revenge of the Fallen, but they're doing a premium scale Optimus from one of those two movies, so more
Oh,
of that
nice.
Bay look, not the this was the Bumblebee movie on the right.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yes. Okay. Okay.
Optimus is one of those characters. It's like, for me, it's like Godzilla. If I'm gonna have him in my collection, I want the biggest, baddest one I could get.
Yeah.
And
I would
at the
love to have
moment,
that.
it's this one,
Look at that gun.
that premium
Just
scale.
being a big and bad. Look at that gun. Man.
But yeah, Eddie, when I got into Transformers when Bay started making movies, I wasn't a Transformers.
Yeah, me
fan
too. I think
back
we
in
were
the
both
day.
past the
Yeah,
age of being the original series.
yeah. It's
Are
more
you
of like
not-
my.
Are you
No,
not
of
counting
course.
Beast Wars?
Beast Wars I did watch a little bit of, but I still wasn't like a huge Beast Wars guy.
That was my Transformers for sure. I missed the
did
original.
watch Beast Wars, but it was
Yeah.
because it was on TV. It's not because I was like, "Fuck yeah, Beast Wars."
Yeah.
Wow.
So when I think of Optimus, I do think of the
My
Bay
heart.
Optimus. So this would be more of like a, just because, like I said, it's the biggest, baddest Optimus currently. But if they do a Bay Optimus like this, I will probably 100% pick it up.
My Transformers love is like I associate with Linkin Park.
Yeah.
That's how much.
yeah.
That's my Transformers love. Okay.
That's funny.
Wow, that's funny.
Dude,
I only saw that movie once in theaters, and I remember when that song kicked in.
Bro,
Yeah, dude. Each one. dude.
Meteora? Are you kidding me? One of the greatest albums ever made?
Yeah.
Meteor kicks ass, dude. Linkin Park, fucking R.I.P. One of the greatest bands.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't remember this movie because Optimus fights Optimus. Like, what?
Yeah,
This is
when
like
he's-
number 7.
When he,
Yeah.
it's the, is it the, it's the first Mark Wahlberg one, I think.
They make 7 movies already? God.
Dude,
Easily.
they've made so many of these. Yeah.
It's like it's not Optimus Prime, but it's something Prime, right? Because isn't he like in a lineage of primes?
Nemesis.
Yeah, like
Prime.
it's like how
Nemesis,
Optimus Primal is not the same guy either. Yeah.
Okay, Nemesis
yeah.
Prime. Okay,
Here's,
It's when
here's the
he's-
thing.
I gotta rewatch this because I don't fucking remember jack shit from this.
He,
I wonder.
I don't
Go ahead.
remember it specifically, but he's about to fight like the leader of Prime, the Sentinel Prime, isn't? He's about to fight the leader of Prime, and then he sends him out, and it's like he fights himself first.
Wow.
The,
Yeah, this is cool.
the one thing I'll ask, or that's cool. I wonder how this the sword connects on the back here. Like I wonder how it clips in, and then
It looks like
do you
a
know if
sheath.
it's button cell batteries? Do you know how the eyes light up?
I believe it is button cell
Yeah,
batteries,
yeah,
and I
just curious.
think that
So
there
not
will be a
selling them.
clip or something. I don't think it's magnetic. I think it'll be a clip that has the sword on the back.
So probably not being sold in Australia,
Well, they're getting
Oh,
banned
yeah.
everywhere now. They're getting banned here too now.
bro. Kids
I
ruin
think.
everything, dude. I fucking swear to God.
All I'll say is 3-0's Transformers. I feel like it's the best stuff they do. They're so. I hear nothing but good things about them. I've been
Whatever
so
happened
to
tempted as well by
accountability?
them. I've been so
You're not on
tempted
mute,
by
you're
If
not
them
on
your
as
mute.
kid
well.
chokes on a fucking battery, that's your fault.
Wow,
That's possible.
that's true.
Dude, a kid
They didn't
choking
ban
on a
Tide
battle
Pods.
a kid choking on a Battlestar Galactica missile is the reason why Utes did not get their rocket firing Boba Fett 43 years
Yeah,
ago.
some
See, there
fucking
you
dumb piece of shit who probably
Jesus.
fucking walked into traffic anyway.
Wow.
He
What?
certainly wouldn't
Wow.
be alive by now. That's the point.
Yeah.
These MDLX as well were definitely tempting for me. But
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah.
because here's the Megatron MDLX.
That's all 3 scales: MDLX, DLX,
Yeah.
and premium scale.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna say I tried to bookend these with that, with the show items.
Dude, and they're you're showing off these DLX Iron Man.
Yeah,
That's
that's the next
that's
one
the
we're gonna
other
get
great
into.
line
So if
of
anyone
figures.
else wants to say
Cool.
anything about the Transformers,
I'm really interested to see like so the statue community. There's Prime One does the Transformers line for the movie ones,
yeah,
but those goes for like $3,000 plus. You know, like
Yeah, you
they're
think of it like 1/3, but that's not the scale because they're Transformers. But yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
this is small talk.
I know I'm getting somewhere with this again. But like these look so great. And if you go back like 3 pictures, Badfish, go one more. The top right is what you get. And it stays in that pose forever. It's a statue, right? I'm not gonna pay $3,000 for a freaking Transformers to stay in the same freaking pose for like forever. This is the quality that I've been looking for to get into the
Yeah,
Transformers
good
thing
point.
because you can freaking pose it and it still looks great.
Look
I
at
think
his-
it looks good.
look
And you
at
guys
his
said it
arms
was
here too.
yeah,
They're like
Well,
beastly.
let's
it's
talk
die
about
cast,
the-
right?
Yeah,
Believe so, yeah.
they're mixed diecast. The whole
Yeah,
thing
that's
won't be diecast.
Yeah,
Let's-
I tell some of the statue guys about this.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Because real Transformers collectors,
Oh, you
They
son
would,
of a...
yeah.
they turn their
since this
nose at
doesn't
these
transform,
because it doesn't
yeah.
transform. It's not transform.
Yeah, that's true.
It's in the name.
So it's like, yeah, but it's
Chris.
like those same guys are buying $3,000 statues. That motherfucker don't transform.
Doesn't transform either.
It's like, come on, guys. Like, it's okay to like.
Yo.
It's not mutually exclusive. Like, it doesn't.
Those
have
ones
to be
that-
a transformer.
Those ones that transform by themselves, those are only like $1,000. Let's get-
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, those are fucking
crazy.
cool. They just did Grimlock. That thing was awesome. Dude.
I love that one too. Yeah.
That was
That's
cool.
crazy,
It was
yeah.
a little goofy, but I was like, I'm all about it.
These also have all like underbody metal endoskeleton or whatever you want to call it. Like the
Yeah.
the skeleton's all metal as well. Steve is my understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Yeah, I really
all of
like.
these,
I really
even
like
MDLX.
this design for Optimus or Nemesis, but it just loses that. And it makes sense for this character, but Optimus also started kind of looking like this in a way. But it kind of it starts losing that is a truck feel. You know what I mean? Like the way the first couple movies,
Like
it was
this.
like, oh, you could tell he looked like a truck. Or
This to
ev-
me is like the definition, right?
yeah,
can
or,
see the-
or
the
like the first
windows.
Michael Bay one, where like the wheels on his hips and
Yep. Imagine we'd be
That's true,
nostalgic.
yeah, that's true.
Imagine we'd be nostalgic for 2007. That's how bad it's done.
crazy.
Nah.
We're old. But yeah, I have no problems with my Transformers not transforming because that's such a fucking pain in the ass. I don't transform them anyway. It's like just have them in fucking vehicle or in Guardian mode or whatever the fuck they call it.
Robot form.
Robot mode. Yeah.
That's how I'd probably always display mine in robot mode. And if I wanted ones that transform, you can get those. But if you want the most badass looking Transformers, I think 3.0 is your best option. And you've got all these scale options as well.
I'm fucking Tien Shinhan wants to know what our favorite figure is. Welcome, Tien. Shouldn't you be training for like
Welcome.
some martial arts tournament? My favorite figure, Game Toys Cloud. He's over there.
Favorite figure? That's tough.
Yeah, if I could, if something happened, I could only grab one figure in my whole collection. It'd be Game Toys Cloud.
Probably a Boba Fett, Return of the Jedi Boba Fett or something like that. That's my first
That's a good
Hot
one.
Toys, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna say my TVC Kyle Katarn because expanded universe is better than Disney canon, and I have a prototype Kyle Katarn, so that's pretty
good.
cool.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, hell yeah, E Honda.
I'm
Casual
starting to
Nerd's
like these
going
things a
with,
lot. SH
Storm.
Figure Arts.
Oh, I thought it was Storm. Sorry.
Dude, put a pair of glasses
It is
on.
Storm.
and
No,
go
I'm sorry.
to
Storm.
this.
It
doesn't
is
know
Storm.
what
It is Storm. It is Storm. Sorry.
He's
sorry,
new
sorry.
here, okay? He's a
All right,
statue.
all right, calm down.
Looks
everybody.
good.
Do you have one, even if it's not for sure your favorite, Eddie?
Yeah, it's Blitzway Zoro. It's the only figure that's
Oh,
made
yeah,
it through
yeah.
all of the.
Oh, that's
Lame.
true.
Zorro.
Eddie's gone through like 3 different purges over the past couple years.
Yeah.
and that's the only one that
Survivor.
survived. Yeah,
Yeah.
every time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing, man.
There's no way you ever got down to just that.
I did. I got down to that and not just that. That and
Yeah.
Dread Pirate Roberts from Quantum Mechanics.
Fascinating.
So we've got the as we were teasing a little bit there, the Iron Man DLX Mark 85. I was thinking, does this shoulder look a little weird compared to the other one? Anyways, otherwise this thing looks awesome.
It looks like the panel's not down all the way. Like if it's a
Yeah.
panel or something.
Bro, I don't think you could go back one photo. You can't show off the Mark 85 next to the Mark 6 and expect me not to.
Look at the Mark 6.
The Mark 6 looks so much cooler.
Yeah, the Mark 6 is dope, man.
And that's not their fault. It's just like the design of the suit is so good.
Plus
I
that triangle.
Once they start getting into nanotech, I stop getting into the suits. They don't look good.
I did love the 50 a lot.
I like some
I
of the
did.
nano stuff. Yeah,
I
I
love
do
the
like
50.
some of it. I see what you're saying though, Dean. The mechanical ones are a bit more. There's just more meat to them. Like this just looks.
They got that asymmetrical like blockiness.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Like these biceps look cool. I don't know. But I still, this still looks great. Just the
It does look really good. I think this
smooth
looks,
armor on it.
dude. I haven't got the Hot Toy yet, and I feel like this one is more eye-catching than the Hot Toy is. Like, I think it's the way the colors are like dulled out, or it looks good.
Look at this. Yeah, look at this shot. Yeah.
Is this diecast too?
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, I was gonna say.
And they
absolutely
light
so.
up?
yeah.
Wow.
This is better than the Hot Toys.
They're
Okay, but how
buttons,
much
so-
is it?
This would be like $100.
No
That's not-
way.
That's not
Yeah.
the worst.
What's the height
Yeah,
on these
what is
guys?
it?
They are
1500.
7-inch ish. I think 7-inch.
Yeah, I think they're actual 12 scale.
Wow.
I thought.
I can have that for you guys in 2 seconds. I thought I had it.
Like
here.
Queen Studios came out with a statue like this. It's 1-to-1, of course,
What
but
is
it's
with
like
you?
I'm sorry, I'm just telling you guys. You guys are living the good life, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, but that I agree, because like if you think about the amount of like engineering and R&D that goes into a piece like this, it's pretty much the same as if it were 1/6, but it's like at $100.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
has
100.
all the same
Crazy.
articulation as a Hot Toy. Like
$100 on
like-
BBTS. Yeah.
the drop down legs, the pop up abs, so you could get more of a crunch. It has
Yeah.
all the same articulation.
That's insane.
And it's 7-inch, multiple LED light up effects.
They really shouldn't even make it at this scale with all the work they had to do.
I've contemplated, or I continue to contemplate, like just having like a Tony Stark Hot Toy and then like doing all the suits in 3.0, because I have a couple of them and I want to get more of them. Like I'll probably end up getting this one at some point, but I like all of them, dude.
I really wanted to get, because I used to have the Mark 6 in Hot Toys,
Yeah.
and I really wanted to get the reissue because it comes with a little bit cooler stuff. And I'm an idiot, and I got rid of the original one. And
Fern,
I
you're-
regretted it. Literally, like the second, yeah.
I was just gonna say,
second I
Fern's supposed to be on here. Fern needs to get on here so I can use the 20 aquarium slides I set up.
nice.
Jesus. Too soon. Too soon.
I literally, as soon as I made the deal, I regretted it. Even though I got a pretty sick deal, I got 2 Hot Toys Iron Man for 1.
Well, the
But
6 is on pre-order, Dean. The 3.0
yeah,
one.
but I finally got the Mark 46 Hot Toy.
Yeah.
Do not need another Iron Man. That
At a
thing
great
is
price, too,
literally
yeah.
the fucking greatest Iron Man figure ever. But you're not wrong, Eddie. It would be cool to pick up a Mark 6 just to have one, in this scale.
Superposable, kind of like just on your desk.
Yeah. Yeah,
versus,
because
like having to be in a DTOL for something.
I mean, as cool as the Hot Toys ones are, they really aren't that articulated. Like,
It's
and
hard
you're a little
to-
scared to do something with them.
Well, I've scuffed
Yeah.
up my 50, like just how much
Exactly.
I've articulated it and pulled it apart, and like I have some minor scuffs on it. So I'm like, dude, it's so much easier. I can get it to do almost the same stuff that this can do, maybe not as much of a bend in the knees, but it's funner to do it with this. That is kind of like it's a chore, you know.
Yeah.
Did they have the Mach 1 or Mach 3 by chance? Sorry.
The 3.0, these ones?
Yeah. Yep.
They
Yep.
did the 3, which is
Yeah,
sold
it was
out in a
the
lot of
first-
places.
Mark III is the first one.
They haven't done the Mark 1 yet. I
Huh.
imagine they will at some point. We'll
I'll keep
see.
an eye out.
This is almost one of those ones you'd want to wear gloves with posing. It looks so like it would get tons of fingerprints. Not that you couldn't get them off easy, but this would
I
be one of
won't,
those
though.
ones.
Well, though, I'm not weird like
No,
Chris.
no.
Jesus.
This is awesome.
Eddie, I'll have you know those gloves are for your custom painted Arnold.
Oh, I'm gonna need gloves. That's right. You're 100% right, Chris.
See,
I'm gonna need them.
everyone needs a glove sometimes.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
It's true.
That's pretty good. So this
And
was
is
a
the Mark 50, right?
yes, and it's like a black and gold edition, like for the con, whatever con this is. I don't know what con this is, but it's a exclusive edition to the con.
DLX Con.
I like it because I like that aesthetic, but I feel like it doesn't lend. I feel like they should have picked a different mark, like a different suit might have lended better to. Like I don't even know. Like maybe the 6. Maybe the 6 would have been cool in black
Yeah,
and gold.
'cause
This
it's a
one,
little more
like,
gold thighs and
yeah, it needs like more separation. I feel like, or something. I don't know. It's cool. I still want it, and if I can get it, I don't even know how or if this will be available online because it's a con exclusive one. But I'd still like a chance at it.
Yeah,
Well,
it's the
it's
WoW
weird 'cause
Spring Showcase.
it's called the black and gold version, but there's so much silver that could be gold that might
Yeah,
lend better to what you're talking about in terms of separation. But it's like, why did you put so much fucking silver in it?
yeah, that's true.
It's kind of goobery, honestly.
It looks like Nemesis Iron Man. It's Nemesis. Nemesis Stark.
Wow.
Yeah, this is I like this pose here. It reminds me of like a gladiator or something with the short sword.
I think that's a perfectly decent sized sword. Okay.
Well, it's the Roman gladius. I guess the
Are you not
don't
entertained?
want
sword?
to offend anyone. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Still, I like the color scheme. So you're gonna try and get this one you can pre-order. At
Yeah, I'm probably
BBTS,
gonna
it seems,
pre-order this one,
anywhere.
and then I
then
think
this
they
one you're gonna
did
see.
mention that this will be available somehow online. But yeah, I don't know. There's nothing yet that says it will be available.
Yeah, there's a link on Toy Arc, but it didn't have any way to purchase it yet.
Yeah.
Tons of people are going nuts for this.
Yeah, this is 3.0's MDLX version of Mega Man, which I thought was cool to talk about because, you know, everybody's hyped over the Jada Toys, which looks like a sick figure and obviously like very affordable and looks good. This will actually have diecast though, like their
Wow.
their previous releases, and it looks pretty sick. Like Mega Man is kind of like Transformers for me. Like I didn't play Mega Man a ton, but I remember playing it on PlayStation 2 probably. But it's like it's one of those things where it's so like iconic of a character that I want at least one Mega Man in my collection, and maybe it'll be this one because I think this one looks. I like the proportions more on this one. Like the Jada Toys one is more like that mini,
Like
that minier body that like looks more like the game. This looks more like the cartoon to me.
Is this supposed to be all die cast though? Do you guys know? Like, how does that work with something like this?
I don't like. I think the legs will be die cast and maybe like the forearms, but
when
I
I've
don't
had-
think the chest, the torso, and the head will be die cast,
Okay.
and obviously not the hands.
Because like I don't know, when I've had sort of like cheaper-ish like die-cast stuff where it's like, and this is probably around the same price as that Iron Man, right? Like 100-ish. Like
Yeah.
Oh no,
no,
this is $40.
This is $40.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Jada Toys one is 20.
This
This
is
is
40.
40.
Well, I guess it has way less
This is
sculpting
an
detail in parts than the Iron Man. But
And
like,
look at it here. It looks great in person.
Yeah, I just
insane price.
yeah, I just remember
3-0,
like
yeah.
I don't have a lot of like cheaper diecast stuff, but I remember for a while, like Disney Store used to have like a Star Wars line that was like sort of a bit bigger than Black Series, but it was all diecast.
Oh,
And
I
like
have
the
all of
sec
them in the box.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
those are. Yeah.
but the second one if you have any of those loose, like you pose them at all, the paint comes right off and you see the metal. And like I don't know if that's like this when you have like if the foot's like rubbing up against like the joint and all
That's
that.
just battle damage. It's Mega Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think, yeah.
I don't know. It might my Chester Cheetah, like some of his spots started rubbing off after I posed him around the hips. So
Yeah.
this one might have that
Eddie,
same problem.
$40, $4 shipping
Yeah.
on BBTS.
Yeah, get another
Go
one.
pre-order it
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
right
great.
now. It's not
And
going
you
to
can
cost you anything to
cancel it
pre-order.
as well,
Yeah.
right? If you really need to.
Yeah, this is insane. I have the Jada Toy ones coming already. I think it might have already. It's in my pile of loot. But I saw this and I was like, man, that's so cool. But I don't know. Like you said, the DLX line is usually about $100. I saw the price. I was like, what? Get out
Oh,
of
this
here.
is MDLX.
MDLX. That's
MDLX.
why.
It's
Okay,
the
sure.
small, It's the small.
Yeah.
Well, that was the same with the Transformers. That's why I was so tempted by the MDLX Transformers. They were like $60 for really high detailed die-cast. They're smaller, but still they're like really cool detail.
Yeah, have it on your
wise.
desk. Like, that's cool.
And look
Yeah,
at this
40
little.
bucks.
You can see they thought about the joints here. Look at that elbow articulation here.
Yeah, it articulates at the elbow and then kind of up in the forearm, so you get a further bend. Yeah, Mega
And
Man's
there's some
so
cool accessories like this little blast, and then this is an event exclusive. This pixel head, but
Yeah.
everything else comes with the normal release.
Yeah, a little energy.
The little energy thing.
My
yeah.
first Mega Man game was Mega Man X with Zero. That game was so
PS1,
fucking
right?
cool.
Oh no, that's Super
it's
Nintendo.
SNES, yeah.
Yeah.
SNES, yeah.
But my absolute favorite Mega Man is Mega Man Legends, which is kind of a silly game, and like most people probably don't really consider it a Mega Man game because it's almost like a dungeon crawler game.
What up, Fern?
But I've always loved Mega Man, so I absolutely ordered this as soon as I saw the price.
Oh, sick, Dean. I didn't know you pre-ordered it. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing's awesome. I love how shiny it looks as well here under the lights. Like,
Yeah, it looks
You
good.
can see that die cast. I think this shows the die cast parts possibly, all of the dark blue, but because it looks like even there, but and on the helmet, but could be wrong. As you said, the head probably isn't because that will get weighed down. But anyways,
Yeah.
I want to say the first time they showed this, like teased it in some photos, it had like a weird rubber bodysuit. And I think we talked about it on the main show where we were like, that's kind of a weird choice. Or maybe it was like a cloth suit. And we're like, that seems kind of odd, but
Oh, I remember that. It did.
yeah,
I
it was
remember.
very strange looking.
interesting.
Because it didn't bunch like cloth, so that's why we thought it was like rubber. And we're like, that's not going to last very long. So it's kind of cool that they dropped it and just gave us a, straightforward figure.
What's up, Fern?
What's up, Fern? You a Mega
Yeah,
Man
what up,
guy?
Fern?
What's up? Sorry, I kind of busted a Dean. Took a nap and
Yeah.
didn't wake up.
Wow.
What the fuck? I'm not the only one that does that.
That's fire.
Yeah. No, I do love Mega Man. I actually played Mega Man a lot when I was little. It's pretty cool.
Thinking of grabbing this at $40?
Probably not. I haven't played it since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I still haven't gotten that Chester Cheetah though. That I really want. I still need to pick it up.
That I
Gotta
think
get it,
is
dude.
that I think is yeah. I'd be almost more tempted by that. I'm not a huge Mega Man person either. Wait, did I put these? Oh, weird. I thought I put this in a different order. Apparently, I put Ganon up here first, but I put in Oh, I thought Zelda was first, or Link, sorry. But basically, I put in some of these Figmas right at the end as well, because these kind of look cool. From Breath of the Wild, I believe this is.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or not Breath of the Wild, the new one.
This is the new one? Okay. I wasn't
Tears of the
sure.
Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom is the new one. Yeah. His arm he's got that shit on his arm. Oh, maybe it is Breath of the Wild. Actually, now that you say that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think
Should be
either
close.
way, these look cool. I just thought I'd throw these on here. There was a lot of pictures from the WonderCon or Wonderfest, sorry, and it was kind of hard to find pictures of stuff, to be honest. But here's one Dean. Jeez, these are not in the order I wanted them in. Here's one Dean. Elden Ring.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, so one, Figma makes my favorite action figure. Like, they do such a good job, sculpt, paint, articulation, quality, deco. They're amazing. They're a little expensive, and they're kind of small. They run pretty small, but they're fucking fantastic. I have like 5 Figma on my desk right now. I just got their Dark Souls or Demon Souls Fluted Knight. One of probably my favorite 12 scale figure of the year. It's fucking fantastic. So the fact that they're gonna do Elden Ring, it's cool to see it. So this got teased, man, like sometime last year, and it was just a blank prototype. So that see it actually like colored and stuff, you know, it's like, okay, this might actually happen. Figma does have a pretty bad habit of showing shit they never sell. So I'm not keeping my hopes up, but this is cool. This is the Raging Wolf set. It's kind of like the default armor set they always show the tarnished in. And then your little horse boy, Torrent. I absolutely have to own Torrent. That's a must. So, yeah, I love these. These look great.
I'll just quickly say the paint on this figure just really
Bro.
caught my eye. It's really well done.
Let me grab the fluted knight. Hold on.
Is anyone else does anyone else play Elden Ring or has played?
I don't, but that horse looks pretty awesome. It's not a horse, but something like a horse. That looks good. Hopefully,
Goat?
they finish that and release it.
Looks like a
It's like
yak.
a goat, yeah.
Is that
Or-
a
yeah,
thing?
yeah.
A yak? Mine.
Yeah, it's like
Yaks
only
exist, absolutely.
I've only lived Elden Ring through Dean because Dean talks when he talks about it. He talks about it.
How dare you?
You do. I love it though.
Okay, so have a good solo gaming.
Big screen, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the SH Figure Arts from Elden Ring. It's, you know, it looks cool. Guy in a suit of armor.
Oh, you went mute.
You're mute. You're mute. You're mute.
Sorry, I was saying this is the SH Figure Arts Elden Ring guy. He's wearing armor. It's just very kind of cool. But then this is the Figma Fluted Knight, and like just the paint detail and the little sculpted detail is incredible.
Is that
Yeah.
supposed to be the same guy?
No,
Like
it's
same
different.
character?
No, different game.
It's really nice, yeah.
But I was just showing like their armor compared to SH Figure Arts armor. Like now the Vike is like kind of dirty and stuff, and this guy's not as much, but it's still like a stark contrast. Like what Figma is capable of. Yeah, I'm super excited for that.
Yeah, that's the sculpt details and paint details on these really awesome. If these would be almost like one of those things that Eddie for your what scale are these?
These
are
would be
12
like
scale.
7-inch, right?
Yeah, 7-inch I think.
Or
Oh,
one.
these
Say
are 12
this would
scale.
be
They're
could be like
12?
a
I thought Figma was
Viking.
bigger.
No, Figma's real small.
So true 112. Sorry, continue, Badfish.
I was
Yeah,
just say these would almost fit in any Viking or knight kind of.
Oh,
yeah, I
you're
mean,
right.
this is here.
Like,
This
for what I'm
is
looking for. The
cool as hell.
the animals always tempt me. Like that
Yeah.
looks really cool.
I
That would
mean,
be
that's
cool to
just
throw a
the,
Viking
I don't
on.
know if you can. How much bigger the skeleton
Can't wait to
is.
see it painted that animal.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Next to Myth. So yeah, Mythic Legions are more 7-inch, right?
Yeah.
Damn, that Mythic Legions is so cool though.
Dude, this figure is so sick. Shout out Oilers. I love this thing.
They're so badass, those things, man. Alrighty, what else do we have here? Yeah, we talked a bit about the Zelda or Link. I always call him Zelda. Does anyone else have anything else to say on these
I
3
have
0 or anything?
Figma Link, and it's fantastic. They always make really great Zelda figures, so the fact that they're doing more is not a surprise, and it is welcome.
I like the way the Under Armour chainmail looks here. It's cool. Yeah, this would be tempting. They always make tons of these though, so I don't feel like any pressure to get one now. There's always a new one coming.
Yeah.
So
Doesn't all
or in
Link
stock
stuff sell
somewhere.
out though? Like, doesn't Link like usually everything that is made of that character sells out?
I would say yes, but I see it at like GameStop. There's always one of these in stock there.
Yeah, or like even like on Mercari, it's a buyer's market. There's
There's
usually
tons
like
of
stuff.
them.
Now, actual Zelda stuff does not last.
That's
Zelda
different.
stuff is very expensive. And they did tease her with this Link, but it was like a little plastic like cutout of like a picture of her, which is kind of lame. But if
Yeah,
they end
that
up
is
making
lame.
it might be one to pick up.
I look at the chainmail here, even better. It looks cool. But and then Ganon, I mean, just him painted. I can't.
Bro, we
imagine
never
seeing
get
this.
Ganon shit. This is like the first Ganon figure since I think
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
like Ocarina of Time when figures were fucking garbage. So,
How much is a Link?
they're usually around $120 because they're
Jesus.
They're like 100.
he'll come jam packed with shit though. The sword, the shield, the hook shot, the pots, the bombs, the rupees. Like they pack a lot of shit in with their Link figures. And then they'll usually do a cheaper version if you don't want all that extra shit. And it's just like him and his sword and shield. And it's maybe like, I don't know, 80, 90 bucks.
I was gonna say he'd be pretty cool for like a Super Smash display or something like that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a great point, man.
Yeah, that's
Imagine
why,
building
another
a Super
reason to get a
Smash
Mega
thing.
Man.
Yeah.
That'd
Well,
be so
Mega
cool.
Man's in Super Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know he's in
Especially in the most
Marvel
recent
vs.
one.
Capcom.
Dude, another reason to get a Sonic figure.
Dude, that's
And
true.
Cloud, if you're building a
Dude, they have in GameStop Canada. They have like a whole like aisle of Sonic stuff now. It's so weird. It's like people
Bro, send me
suddenly
a
like
picture.
Sonic again. It's crazy.
Yeah, they do actually. I'll go to my local one, and I'll send you. There's like, it's not an aisle, but it's like it's like a
I think
whole
I got a picture.
display
Yeah.
area now.
It's Dean's,
Yeah,
Dean's house, basically.
There's only one figure I need currently.
It's Dean's what's it called? He late at night he looks at pictures of Sonic aisles, toy aisles.
Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, oh yeah.
How dare you?
All right, let's look at the some of the Star Wars news. There was actually as Chris said, our latest vehicle that
Oh,
that we have
the
seen.
fuck is this?
This is $99, I believe, $100 US. Ship date of
Bro.
fall 2024. This is the E-wing from Ahsoka, at least for the branding. The KE4N4. But
They should pay me
Chris-
$100 for having to look at this.
Wow.
Chris is gonna educate us on this. This
Yeah,
is from
this
Yeah.
is probably
new-
some Macquarie art. Tell
Nah,
us all
not
about
quite.
it.
Not quite. I don't know, Badfish. I put another slide in there with some art
it's
from Dark
coming.
Empire. But basically, this ship is from the good old days of the 90s expanded universe. Where look at some of this beautiful Dark Empire art here. You have this is this story. This is where the E-wing first appeared. It takes place like 5 years after Return of the Jedi, and this is when we used to get ancillary Star Wars stories that starred niche characters like Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and Princess Leia. Not like baloney, Ahsoka, whatever the hell. Anyways, but this is the first time the Emperor tried to clone himself, and then you see him coming out of a clone tube with some goo on him there. So and then he got and Luke was like, man, this guy came back again. I'm gonna have to just join the dark side to try and take him out from the inside. So that's why you got zombie eyes Luke there on one of the most beautiful covers of the 90s right there. But yeah, basically the E-wing first appeared in this 1993 Dark Horse book, and Dark Horse had the Star Wars comics for like 20 years, and they were a great 20 years before the dark time, before the Empire of the Mouse. And they had a lot of cool designs in there, stuff you saw for the first time. And the E-Wing's really from Dark Empire. It's not from boring Ahsoka. And that's what you got to keep in mind.
What I'm reading here is it's a new advanced combat vessel for the New Republic fleet.
Yeah, that the New Republic has been a thing in Star Wars canon for like 35 years, and wasn't invented for Ahsoka, but
okay.
yeah, but it's you don't like it's a very stylized comic if you can't tell. Like Cam Kennedy's art, it's not like these two cover images I have here. It's it's very sort of loose and chunky, but the artist was he did a long run on Judge Dredd or 2000 AD for our listeners across the pond, and it's interesting art. You don't see a ton of it in that comic, but it's cool to keep in mind that the E-Wing is like 25 years old, and that's why I'm going to pick one up for $100 American. And the droid here is kind of cool because it's like a reference to the original Kenner figure. That's why the head looks like that.
I love this droid. People are hating on it. I think it's awesome.
Well, Zach's hating on it. Yeah.
I think the droid's the best part. That ship is fucking ugly.
It looks a little bit like
sucks.
a 70s like Buck Rogers like Battlestar Galactica type ship. But
and this is a promo photo. It's like, what are you showing us here? The crappy paint job on the engine? Like what
wow.
are you...
It's not weathered as
gear.
much as it could be.
I don't know. Like I don't know.
You know
what
that
they're
means when
showing
you
us
get
here.
it, it's gonna be even less weathered, right?
I would
Yeah.
This is one of those like my disdain for the Ahsoka show is so high that I would consider repainting this just to get the blue off it and maybe like
To
do like a
more
black
this.
wash or something.
Maybe put the black on the tip. or
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like somebody was like, "Hey, draw this X-wing," and then someone started and they suck at art, and they were like,
something. Yeah, right.
I'm fucking done with this," and then they were like, "Okay, that's fine."
This
Well,
is the
you know,
X-Wing cockpit. Yeah.
people seem to love the U-wing from Rogue One, but it's really just like basically a Y-wing, like with two extra wings like slapped on it. So like it's like the front of a Y-wing and the back of an X-wing. It's like almost like they realize they can't make better ship designs than Lucas did in the original trilogy, so they just cannibalize them and smash parts together ever since.
The last thing I'll say is as crappy as like as much as I don't like this ship, $100 is a good price for a ship, but
Well, it's not, but it's the current year and everything
it's not.
sucks. So
that's what I'm saying.
that's where we are. Yeah.
Compared to like
Yeah, how much
what
was
you
the
would pay.
Black Series Snowspeeder? How much was that thing when it came out?
Well, it got clearanced hard, but it might have started at like 150 or something. Yeah, I
sounds
don't know.
about right. So we're Star Wars ranting. Is anyone else?
Yeah, but
Steve,
I got my
anything else
I got my underscaled quasi 3 3/4 Rogue One U-wing from the 5 POA line for like $15 on clearance. But it's arguably cooler than this.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was about to say, because like their vehicles were so shitty for so long that it's almost a breath of fresh air to see.
Well,
at least this level of quality. Now it is the vintage line.
yeah,
instead
no
of,
kids
like,
are getting this to play with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, their vehicles for a long time were fucking dog shit. I remember one time I bought it just to see what it was, because it was like, oh, it's the Slave One before they renamed it. And
It was
like
a real tiny one, yeah.
The box was so thin. I was like, there's no way there's a Slave One in here. Like, there's no possible way.
It's cereal. Yeah.
Yeah. So I bought it, and then I opened it, and it was so awful.
A few of them are not bad. I know which one you're talking about, but they can't stop reissuing the vintage collection Slave One, so like that's the real one. But like, a few of them were kind of like, if you got one that was like a good, like a ship that the design was a good scale for like a single person fighter. Like, as much as I hate The Last Jedi, that 5 POA A-wing they made was pretty cool. It was like because it was like they didn't have to underscale it because it was like the right size for that price point.
And it came with the best character in the show. in the movie.
Rose's sister who should have
Yeah.
lived instead of Rose. Yes.
Yeah, but she dies.
Oh yeah,
immediately.
geez, I totally forgot about that ship that they released. Yeah.
Yeah, they even made like a paint variant of that. But honestly,
That's cool.
I mean, that Rogue One U-wing is kind of cool if you can find it for cheap. Like if you repainted it, it would look awesome. I haven't got around to that yet. But anyways, the point is the U-wing's real old and it's from a cool comic book called Dark Empire. That's better than the Ahsoka show. That's really what I'm trying to say.
So Eddie, Steve, you guys got anything for this one?
This is 3-0. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I knew you said.
Freaking Dean had like a good moment for like a good hour and 20 minutes, and now it's freaking Chris's turn. You guys are going hard tonight. No, it looks.
The only thing is, what pilot do you put in here?
Yeah, that's a big miss. But I mean the characters in the movie, there's 2 of them, and that's their only appearance is like that 2-minute scene. So maybe they felt like they couldn't justify making them. But then why making the ship, I guess, right?
Yeah, what do you think, Eddie?
I don't know.
TVC really, right?
Yeah, and I don't know the ship enough to like have any real opinion on it. I don't hate the design of the ship though. It's different. I like different,
What do you think about the droid?
I think the droid looks cool. Looks like a repaint of R2D2.
Yeah, the body's definitely your standard old like R2 body that's been around for like 10 years. It's a new head and a paint job. But I guess the one thing I forgot to mention is that like the interesting thing about this as a TVC product is that it's actually a new design for TVC, which is just basically they reissue 3 things per year, and you're lucky if you get one new one. And I guess this is our one new one for 2024.
That's very true. Fern, any points on this one?
I feel the same way Eddie does. I mean, I don't really know enough about the ship. I never really got into the comics and stuff like that, but the droid does look pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do want to read those old what are those? You had the
Dark
go back
Horse?
to,
Yeah. You can get actually a modern Marvel.
Empire,
They have like a collected edition that Marvel has put out within the last couple of years. That's not too expensive. It's good stuff.
Yeah, with the collection. Yeah. Very cool. And this was Toys R Us?
Yeah, this is the day I found that retrofit, and it's actually there. It's hard to see, but like
What?
I just wanted to remind you guys that
Bro.
Toys R Us in Canada still has a Star Wars aisle, and that's what it looked like 2 days ago.
You
The one near
guys
me
are
is even better.
spoiled. Even the Marvel Legends, you guys are spoiled as hell. in
Yeah, it's
Canada.
crazy, dude.
Holy
Dude,
It's
You-
fucking nuts.
Okay.
It'd be one of those,
the
and it'd be a freaking Leia.
Other stores are not like this. Toys R Us it's kind of a unique beast. GameStop has a decent shelf, but the Toys R Us near me is even bigger than this. It's like
I was
Bro,
about
Chris-
to
It's
say
crazy.
that Chris sends pictures in the small talk chat all the time of GameStops. I'm like, bro, what the fuck
Yeah,
is happening over there?
yeah, we'll
So
we'll
that-
have to
is
do
that-
like just a segment of all that.
It really is every store over there.
And,
We have-
and it's also important to point out that they've reduced the Star Wars section by like 1/3, and it still
They
looks
have,
like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now Walmart is, I guess, my example is it used to be quite good, but it sucks now, and GameStop is hit or miss depending which one you go to.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Because it's not like people aren't buying this shit. Otherwise, they wouldn't stock it. They wouldn't keep fucking stocking shit if it wasn't moving, right? If it all
Well,
get cleared out, and they'd stop ordering it, right? Like,
Here's where I think
Most
you might.
of this is new too. I think this is new-ish
Yeah,
product.
but
like
you can
Black
see-
Series here.
On the right side, on the shelf, you can see those comic plastic
Those
free
have been there
figures. Those have
forever,
been sitting
yeah.
around for a long time, and they're not on clearance. In Canada, like that Mara Jade will cost you like $45. They have like 10 of them. They need to get their heads on straight and realize that everyone who likes Mara Jade has already bought one. But
A lot of
I
this
think
other stuff though does move.
yeah, but then you have Mission Fleet, which is like basically a deadline. And like, I think this is sort of emblematic of why Toys R Us went out of business in the US. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
agree with you.
they might be on borrowed
Too
time.
much.
Like some of the
They have
stuff in
too
the
much.
bottom half, especially, is like it's not going anywhere.
This stuff will be there, yeah. but it goes on sale. Like you can see 25% off all vehicles. So that's when they clear out, I think, their stock, to be honest. But I do agree with you. I think Toys R Us still overprices some of their stuff, but if you want to get something, it's usually there.
You have
Well, not-
25%
they're
off all
newer.
Star Wars vehicles, though.
Yeah, so
That counts
those are
on
the
the
deals you get.
the what are those Galaxy ones that we were talking about earlier? Yeah, those ones.
The Micro Galaxy Squadron.
That counts.
I would say
They,
so.
they have a stipulation on there that says like unless it ends in like 98 cents. So like it's there's some trickery. It's not everything
Oh.
that's a vehicle.
This is still, at the very least, you guys should be making hunt videos for Small Talk because that would be, you guys could
So
do some crazy videos with Toys R
Yeah,
Us.
well, I've wanted to make like a compilation of all the hunt video or all the pictures you've sent from stores, but we sort of did it the one, so we'll have to start gathering them again. Yeah, Chris also goes around to different areas of the country more, so.
Yeah, well,
then-
I mean, I should post a map of like if you like in Toronto, if you just search Toys R Us on Google Maps, like there's like 20 within like a 20-minute drive of me. So like, they're
my
all over the
closest
place
one
here.
is like 40 minutes away. 45 minutes. All right, and then this U-Wing, this is a new announcement, right?
Yeah, the image, I think the image originally sort of leaked through like one of the like a big website like Target or something, but I just wanted to put it in cuz like the paint job on the top looks really nice, and the U-Wing is from the best Disney era Star Wars film, and it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, good wash on it.
Yeah.
And then we'll quickly go through these. We're getting a little up on time, but we should be good here. So these ones here were the Star Wars Vintage Collection new multi-pack from the Clone Wars, coming with
Yeah.
Ahsoka Tano, Siege of Mandalore, and 3 droids, the R7A7, the CH33P, or Cheap, and then the RGG1, or GG. And, the GG droid.
GG.
That's cool.
Is this
Yeah,
from the
retro style
episode?
package.
Is this from the episode where they help her try to escape the Star Destroyer?
I think it
Or
is.
the Venator?
Yes. So they help her
They all get
when
shot.
when Order 66 was enacted. Clone
Yeah.
Captain Rex turned on his friend and former Jedi Ahsoka Tano. With the help of few brave droids, Ahsoka removes clone Captain Rex inhibitors chip just in time. But yeah, this is from the cartoon. I love the Clone Wars branding. Pretty cool looking Ahsoka, and I love this little. I'd have to see
it
the
looks
show.
like Chopper.
I was gonna say it reminds, and I love how round he is, but these look pretty good. Here it is, here, Dean.
He's a little stubby.
Dude,
Oh,
I
yeah.
have a joke, but I don't know if I should say it.
Just saying.
Wow. That's Fern when he's cold on the left,
Jeez.
and then Fern when he's fully.
I was gonna say why they gotta give the black droid a high top.
He was in the,
Oh
he was in the
my
pool,
God.
guys. Come on. It's not fair.
Wow.
Oh shit, man!
Fern does not say a lot, but when he does, my God.
This is why
Clip-
we invited
someone
Fern.
clip that. That was
And
ridiculous.
and- yeah, this is, I mean,
That's
Clone
Drake.
Wars Clone Wars season 7 was like, better than probably better than the Bad Batch, but it's not saying that much. Like there's an interesting arc. It was sort of planned out in the Dave Filoni like original Clone Wars era when Lucas was still in charge, so you got to give it the benefit of the doubt. But I feel like the weird thing here is like we have this Ahsoka figure already with a different card back. How many times has TVC done a reissue that they change the picture on the card back? They usually don't do that. That's kind of interesting.
I was gonna
they're
ask what
playing
this-
to those in card collectors, man.
Yeah, there's a very different looking image the first time it came out a couple years ago. I think it's the same figure anyway. It looks like it. But
I was gonna say I think it is. I wasn't sure though.
yeah, and Badfish, I don't know if you can see it. I added one slide after the E-wing that might be of interest to Dean. I don't know if it updated or not for you.
I'd have to reload, but that's fine.
Okay.
This, by the way, is $70. I'll reload in here. This
Oh,
is
that-
$70 US. It was quoted as 65, but It doesn't seem to be the case. It's also an Amazon exclusive. It went up today. So give me
Yeah,
2
that's-
moments.
How much is TVC
That-
figures now?
yeah.
Jesus.
So what
That's
is that
the-
per figure?
like 25 probably,
Yeah.
but after the time you pay
17.50?
taxes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a couple of those droids, the body is like from 2010. Like it's really excessive. You know, like they don't do a lot to update those R2 bodies.
Which slide did you add?
It's
Yeah,
just
no
after
art,
the
though.
after the E-wing. The 2 pictures of the E-wing. 65 is
Oh,
what I'm
I
looking
know
at.
why you put it in further down. You wanted there. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to show
Oh, here
Dean.
we
I just want to
Okay.
show Dean the Sonic section at Canada GameStop. Yeah, it's pretty extravagant.
Okay,
I don't know what any of it is, but it's
Here you go. This is like my GameStop near me. It's got a whole shelf of Sonic.
Dean is as happy as can be right now.
Oh, you're muted, Dean.
You're muted, yeah.
Yeah, I had to go full screen mode here. Damn, you even got the Hallmark fucking ornaments? Dude, this is
Yeah, they love
insane.
Hallmark.
Drew, you got
teaming
the
with them.
pirate ship. Okay, the collector's edition Tails. I've never seen a collector's edition in the wild. I've always had to order them online.
Is that the one on the second shelf from the bottom?
yeah,
Here?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been meaning to get that.
It's amazing. Man, you even got some on clearance. There's so
Yeah.
many.
These are on clearance, yeah.
Dude, the blind boxes, yeah. I think the Sonic pegs at my GameStop is like 1, and there's nothing on it because it just sells out so fast.
I will get a picture of the one near me as well for you. That's awesome. Yeah, I like these card backs though. I will
But
say.
that Ahsoka came out already, didn't it? Like a long time ago.
yeah,
Yeah, that's my understanding.
pretty close
with
to
the
when
new
the
card
season
back.
7 came out actually. And but that's the thing I was saying. Like they changed the card back from that one, but they don't usually do that. So I don't know if it has a different TVC number or what.
It's a good figure though. Like when it comes to the actual
Oh yeah, it's a good looking figure, but you know it's
itself, yeah.
a couple years old for sure. Yeah.
And then, would you guys believe it? There's a HasLab going on right now. Did you know that?
Yeah, Transformers.
Anyone know that?
Oh,
I
I
knew
actually
that, yeah.
didn't.
A lot of people don't because this was my point. There's too many freaking HasLabs. Nobody even freaking cares about this freaking thing. Sorry.
What is this?
Well, I know you guys are hitting on Power Rangers, but I'm waiting for the day we get a Megazord as a HasLab.
I'm
Because
shocked
will-
that hasn't
I will
come
do
yet.
it.
That's got to be coming. So this is the HasLab Legacy Robots in Disguise 2001 Omega Prime for $250. It's already been backed. Needed 10,000 backers. Has 11,600 and 28 days left still. So you have till March 14th, I believe. Let me check here. Thought it was March 14th. I will double check that here in a second. I know it's in my notes. But basically, yeah, March 14th. So you have quite a bit of time, but this is comes with 3 different robots that combine on top of each other. So these the blue and the red one are combined here. And the red one turns into the fire truck or a version of Optimus, and then this is Ultra Magnus.
Okay.
And he comes with this little dude on top of him, this blue bolts. He turns into like he's just a little gun. But yeah, so this is, and then the Optimus as well comes in this form with these big shoulder cannons, and that these are the weakest. These are the tiers. So at 13,000 backers, you get this 23.5-inch Matrix blade. I mean, to me, this is a really weak tier. And then you get this display stand, this piece of gray plastic at 16,000 backers. Weirdest tier reward ever, in my opinion. But yeah, I just thought I'd bring this up because it's the weirdest HasLab that I've heard no one talk about in a while. Like, nobody cares. It just kind of showed up. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah, this is. these aren't good looking figures on their own. It was like that Optimus Prime looks stupid as shit. That looks dumb as fuck. This guy, I guess, sure. And we'll go to the other two.
He's really small too. So
Like the
he's
vehicle modes are
5 inch.
cool. I'll give you that. But like, look how big and blocky and boring those are. Like, it's the size that it's like, look how fucking big this thing is. It's like, and you've done that before, and those looked pretty cool. What's the one, the Ultra Combiner guy? What's his name?
Leo Prime or I forget now.
These just don't have the presence of the Unicron HasLab, you know? Like that thing was
Well-
the world eater.
The
Yeah, I know.
Unicron made sense as a HasLab. You could have released Optimus and Ultra Magnus on their own, and had
And done
them
this.
capable of connecting to each other, and it's the same thing. So why is it a HasLab? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
That's a great
There's-
point, Eddie. They've done that before too.
Yeah, there's just no rhyme or reason to this guy. Like baby blue and dark blue and red and white and dark gray and black, and it's like, okay, they combine, but to what end? It doesn't present well. It's just big.
Yeah.
It's ugly. This thing sucks.
It reached its
This
goal
thing
faster than
sucks.
most HasLabs.
That's
so-
why I was shocked by it. It was backed so quickly.
Really?
Yeah,
but-
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
It's already backed. It started on January 30th and it's got 11,000.
I think it's
backers.
because Transformer fans,
yeah,
like of Transformers that actually transform, they'll collect anything. They'll buy anything. You know what I mean?
yeah.
They want it all. So I think that's what it is.
It's just like not even the biggest thing we've ever seen them do. Like 12 inches, 11 inches. How big is it altogether?
To combine with the guns on
13.7
top is
yeah.
yeah
They've done bigger stuff. Well, how much is this?
250
Oh,
for the 3 of them. Well, 4 I guess if you count this Optimus.
I'd rather
'Cause
spend
this I think is a
250
version of the Optimus.
I'd rather spend 250 on like a DLX or
On the Nemesis
on
Prime.
on a bunch of other
Yes.
single pack Transformers figures and have a bunch of cool ones. I know they can make cool looking Transformers. I've been tempted, and I don't even collect Transformers. So like, yeah, this is it's like not good. I don't know. I guess I'm wrong. If it got backed, I'm wrong. So
Yeah, it's like a 40th anniversary, but it's basically it's some sort of 2001 movie or something. I'm not sure. I'd have to see. I haven't followed that part of it, but there was a lot of information on this. But I just wanted to pull up and see what you guys thought about it. And the tears were, pardon my French, dog shit. But yeah. Anything on this, Steve? What do you're not a huge you've never backed a HasLab, right?
No, I got the Razor Crest, but that's about it. But like,
Okay.
it's crazy. It went from like 10,000, which is like others don't even reach that, right? Like to get backed, and this one reached it in that short amount of time. So
Mhm.
I'm thinking this is more for like the adult kids, you know, the guys that like grew up with this, and you know, there's a bunch of them out there right now. They have some money in their pockets. They're like, oh my god, I had this as a kid. I need this. You know?
And some people love this blocky aesthetic from that
Yep,
era.
yep.
Like I
It's
know people who
classic.
collect Transformers, yeah, and they're all about this aesthetic. Yeah. What about you, Fern?
It's not Bumblebee. I don't really.
Wow.
wow, riveting
Kinda like-
conversation.
I'm kind of like Zach. I don't. I'm kind of into Transformers, but I only like Bumblebee, and especially if it's the Camaro form too, because I think I like the movies more than I like the cartoon shows, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what Eddie and I were saying earlier.
That's fair as well, and it's not our generation. I think, like you said, right?
Yeah, it's more like 80s.
But that's the thing, like, it doesn't have to be. If it's a cool looking figure, I'll fucking buy it.
That's true.
If it is so cool that like I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to check this fucking thing out. And there are 1,000 third-party companies making awesome Transformer figures, arguably better than Hasbro. So it's like you're really gonna fucking put this thing behind a paywall, which it really shouldn't be.
Now,
Charge
if
that much
I'm
for
sorry.
it, and it look like this, bro. I mean, you could, yeah. There's so many third-party companies out there selling much better shit for less. Although sometimes the third-party stuff is just as expensive. So I don't know. This is just so. Ugh. I don't know.
You know, like my argument for that team would be like, this looks like this, and I still bought it. Yeah. While you have that new stuff like 3-0, the
Yeah,
new,
exactly. Like
Yeah, but
it
this stuff's
doesn't have.
supposed to. It's supposed to have the like cartoon aesthetic, kind of like the Unicron, which was from like the movie, right? So like,
But
the source it's going for, it's pretty close. It's just that that's a 1984, 85 source, and you're not familiar with it. You're not crazy about it.
But that's the thing. It's like they didn't have all this fucking greebling and little fucking
Yeah, but you can't
panel
make it
lining and stuff like that. Like
can't make it a HasLab without that stuff, though. It looks $5 without that.
it
Can't
looks
do it.
$5 with it. What do you mean? Look how fucking ugly that is. Fucking look at the gray plastic wheels and
Dean,
tires.
The Transformers movie is the movie where Optimus Prime died for our sins. Like, how dare you?
You're not wrong. But like, yeah, it's just I don't know. This is so bad. I'm really upset that people bought this.
So, some people are also like Hasbro purists. Like they'll only buy Hasbro Transformers.
Yeah, which is weird because Hasbro
Yeah.
doesn't give a fuck about you. That's why they give you shit like this.
Yeah. So there's also that there where they will only buy that brand. They don't care about the third party or won't look at the third party ones because
know what's-
they're not the original toy line kind of thing.
The most ironic thing about that is that when Hasbro first
Hasbro's
started,
not the original either.
well, yeah,
It's a product
exactly.
only.
Yeah,
But-
but
Yeah.
they're the official distributor, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah, but when they first made Transformers, they were like 3 or 4 different properties that were different IPs from Japan. Like the original Transformers line is like a amalgamation of like 3 different toy lines from Japan. That
Yeah,
just
they have
rebranded.
fucking Macross stuff in their fucking line. Fucking
Yeah,
Jetfire is a
Jetfire.
fucking,
Yeah,
yeah.
the only one I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone
It's
else
just
have anything? Sorry, go
gooey.
ahead, Dean.
No, it's just goobery. It's just like, stop funding this shit, dude, because you just get worse shit later. It's like It's how what we ended up Star Wars.
Now, if
Well-
HasLab made like a '69 Camaro with like a Bernie Mac figure, I would totally back that up.
That's what was gonna be my question.
100%.
What would make you
At
buy
least
it?
it'd be
Vern?
unique.
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
true. That's true. It would sell better than the Ghost Rider, Ghost Rider car.
Oh yeah, did that actually finally come out or not yet?
It never was funded.
Oh
Yeah, it
really?
didn't- it
Was
didn't
it?
make it.
Wow.
Him and Cookie Monster didn't make it.
Yeah. And what Riva Saber and
Well, the Riva Saber, like,
Rancor.
Was never
Whatever.
gonna
Rancor,
happen.
yeah, that's the other one.
yeah, the Riva Saber's not even real HasLab. Like, they're just like, let's
I
try
can't
it.
believe
Cookies. Cookies.
my
The
son
funny thing
loves
is-
the Cookie Monster.
I was listening
So
to
funny.
like another show that brought up the Cookie Monster recently. I think it was like Toy Anxiety, and they were like, you know what? If they released it again now, it would fun just because people.
Oh,
It'd be like a
100%, yeah.
meme. It'd be like, oh, this is the one that didn't make it. It's the stupid Cookie Monster. It'd just probably sell out like now if they did it now.
I think
like they don't-
collecting's
they got-
at a different place too.
Cookies are sometimes food.
Yeah, because he's not supposed to like cookies so much anymore, right? Like
He
he.
eats vegetables.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, because I'm fat because of Cookie Monster. Come on.
It's
Subconsciously, maybe.
Shut up.
Oh man.
If I was influenced by the fucking Sesame Street, I'd be living in a fucking trash can. Okay.
I say I'm definitely a
Because
grouch
Oscar the
because of-
Grouch and me have way more in common than me and Cookie Monster.
I'm definitely a grouch because of Oscar. So this will be a very quick update. There's just wanted to give people a warning because this will be before our next show is on. There's an in-stock sale for Four Horsemen coming up. Bunch of them coming up on the 24th at 11 a.m. There's going to be, I think, some older ones that were previous, Legion Con items and things like that. So if you're into
That's
Four
so
Horsemen,
far away.
yeah, it's before our next show. Our next show will be on
Yeah,
the
I know.
29th. So
And I'm just saying I'll forget
wanna-
by then.
yeah, so set your calendars if you're really into the Four Horsemen. There might be
Someone
something you
remind me,
want.
please.
Eddie,
I'll remind
remind
you.
Dean. There you go.
Hey.
But if anyone is looking for those Four Horsemen, look out for that sale on their site.
Eddie, the
And
day
then-
before, because I'll be asleep at 11. So.
Wow.
And we're gonna do grade the figure on some of the stuff we looked at already, but some stuff we looked at that we haven't seen. So we're gonna start though with the Carnage. I'm gonna go with a B plus because I think it's very accurate to the comic. The articulation's really good, and they still did a good job for, even though there are a lot of things I don't like about it, with like the smooth, which I said about earlier with the smooth kind of looking symbiote, but that's comic accurate, and the weird mouth. But B plus for me.
Yeah, go B. Even though it's got that "Hi, welcome to Chili's" look to him. You guys know what
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't even
talking
know what that
about?
look is.
Oh, I'll send it to you right now. It's fucking hilarious.
Welcome to
Yeah.
Chili's.
I'm going C because I expect more from Mayfex. And once you pointed out those kneecaps, like it's like just put a stripe of black on there or something.
Bro, you're gonna pay $70 for that Ahsoka 4-pack.
No, I'm not. I'm not getting that. I'm not buying that. Absolutely not. Anyways,
In
I'll
3
go,
weeks, he'll be posting, guys, I bought it.
Yeah.
not likely.
I'll go B. I think it looks how it's supposed to look. Yeah, I think the only thing that I would change is the joints. Everything else, like that's how it's supposed to look. I like it. So B.
Yeah, I'll give it a B too. I mean, the switch outs did it for me. Like, I love the color too, so it definitely pops for me.
I do like the color. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great
It's two
point.
colors.
It's
No,
the
like the
right
red, like
though.
that
It's the
vibrant,
right
almost
red.
pink.
It could have been a dark red, like in the comics, you know. But
They've done Carnage in the wrong colors. As simple as it
It
sounds.
definitely
Hey.
has a welcome to Chili's.
I'm telling you.
oh, forward it to me, forward it to me,
Exactly
forward
what
it to me.
that looks like. Okay, I'll forward it to you. Or should I just put? Can we watch? Can we watch
Oh.
it live?
Of course, yeah.
Welcome to
Dude,
Chili's.
if you, on YouTube, if you find hi and then W, it's the first thing that pops up. Welcome to Chili's. You're all send it
Alright.
to you, bad bitch.
I can screen share as well.
Yeah, let me send it in the chat.
I gotta see this right next to this
It's
Carnage.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah, do it in the private chat. Actually, it'll be the easiest way for me to get
Yeah,
it if you can.
I did it.
Sweet.
You know, after we watch this video, we gotta get this Carnage right.
Bro, I ain't dropping $80 on this.
Oh, it's $80. Okay, never mind. I give it a C.
It's
okay.
It's
Mayfex.
probably more if it's Mayfex.
All right, let me.
That's
see.
what I'm saying. This like look at some other Mayfex. That kneecap's inexcusable.
Yeah, it really is.
They actually make good figures most of the time.
All right, this might be way too loud. Let me know.
I can't hear it.
I
You
can't hear it.
can't hear it?
Did you include your audio?
Thought I did.
It's only his like seventh stream ever, guys. Go easy on him. So how about that Carnage? Am I right? It's red.
Wow.
All
Yeah, I
right,
would
this
say put
should
it
work
at like
now.
half volume. Because that's going to be really loud, yeah.
Go back some. Oh, there we go.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Oh God, it's
Oh, look, there's the
terrifying.
Carnage right there. But-
That's us.
That looks like that guy kind of looked like the head sculpt
Here he
of the
is,
human
jeez.
version.
He died. Oh no.
Oh,
Okay,
Let's
now-
not get into
RIP.
that.
Well, when you live dangerously like that, you know.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
He never
Bring up
ate
that-
anything.
Bring up
He was
that photo
malnourished.
again.
Which one?
Where he's just like standing
I closed it.
with the
Sorry.
big head. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. All right, let's see here.
Hi, welcome to Chili's. Look at that. One on the
You're
right.
not wrong.
Yeah.
So this one I'm going. Jeez. I'm going A plus. This is like a banger for me. I don't know. I think
Wow.
it hits on every level. The die cast. Actually, A because there should be more hands. Let's go A.
See,
I
I
feel like there
almost
should be more
lost faith
hands.
in you, Badfish. I was like, oh man.
Let's go A.
You saved yourself.
Yeah, but $40, A plus.
yeah, it's true. The price as well.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
so-
yeah.
Okay, so Dean convinced me the A plus.
You're easily influenced,
Yeah.
Badfish. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, how can you argue with that
I'm a
price?
fish. Flip flop.
I'm gonna do A plus too, just because I fondly remember playing Mega Man 2 on the black and white Game Boy and fighting Airman numerous times. And like this has got that cool like pre Mega Man X aesthetic, and like the logo looks like that too. And if it's $40, that's nuts.
Yeah.
What's
$40
$40 anymore? That's a
Nothing.
sandwich.
McDonald's, yeah. Badfish, you can't say flip flop and fish in the same sentence. Fern's here. His fish don't move at all.
Too soon. Too soon.
Oh man.
Oh,
Oh, wait,
no.
Fern's here. Oh,
How
my God.
dare you?
Damn it, Fern.
Oh my.
I don't know. Did you catch the beginning of the show, Fern? We roasted you pretty good.
No, I didn't.
He was
I will.
asleep.
I will after this though. I know I was knocked out, dude.
That's okay.
He was like his fish, dude. Just
I love Dean's dead fish.
Oh man.
Fern loved his dead fish.
Did you guys bring up my video?
Dean is ruthless.
It took me longer to make that video than the time I had to fish.
Oh god damn.
They're up in heaven with the bench.
They're not, but that's all right.
Oh shit! Down in the sewer.
Somebody in the chat was like real triggered that those fish died, friend. Just so you know.
Oh well.
Somebody was triggered.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
If I want to trigger them more, I should say that that fish that died, he's still in the tank. I still haven't taken him out.
Ew.
Oh,
His name is Jack.
How long
the
does
ammonia,
water
Fern, the
preserve a
ammonia
body?
buildup, man. Oh my god.
The ammonia.
I'm gonna-
Chris
Yeah,
is
there's-
concerned.
He's feeding the other fish.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a
The
snail in
circle of
there.
life.
He's a Michael Jackson fish. He was all black, now he's all white.
Oh,
Oh my god! I don't know if you can say that. I think it's Rachel, but
Well, you forgot the
it
other.
might be.
Well, they're also both dead now. That's
Jesus
another-
you can't defame the dead. There you go.
You gotta clip
shit.
all of that.
Oh, my God.
I just
Oh,
want to
man.
clip Dean's dead fish. Look. That's amazing.
Oh god. Oh man. Oh, we're getting off the rails. Who's? That's okay though. I forget who was rating this thing last.
I think Chris rated it.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
y'all like this. Look at it. It's $40. Look at it.
Oh geez.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'll
Go
A.
ahead, Eddie.
I'll go A. It still needs more hands and more faceplates, but it is $40, so that's cool.
Does it light up? Do you guys know? Like the arm? Does it like?
That I don't know.
Think
I don't
so,
think it
yeah.
does.
I don't think
No.
there's any light ups. Yeah.
I'll still give it an A. Badass figure.
Fern.
I give it an F only because I hate you guys, and I really, really want a Smash Brothers display now.
Dude, that's a great
be
idea. You,
And the functional fish tank.
That's true.
honestly, that was one of the best suggestions I've heard. You could do, especially with the most recent game, there's just so many options from Link, Samus, and then you get like Mario figures. You could do all that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and Figma makes a lot of figures from like what's that? What?
Fire Emblem.
Yeah, Fire Emblem. I was gonna say Sword Art, but
Yeah.
I was like, that's not it.
Tons of good stuff, man. That's a great call. Oh man.
Metal
Fern-
Gear,
Yeah, exactly. There's
Final Fantasy.
everything.
Yeah, tons.
So I don't know if we've done this before, if we've graded a vehicle before, but we're gonna do it. This is gonna be a C minus, only because it would be lower if it weren't for the droid, because I really love the droid. So it's a C minus on this one.
I'm actually gonna be really nice and give this a B. Not based on its design. That's an F. This thing's ugly. But return to making awesome ships in like a somewhat decent scale with lots of detail. I think it's a net positive.
Before Chris goes there, shout out for tuning in. We're doing small talk. We're talking small scale figures tonight, and right now we're grading the some of the figures.
Is that
we saw.
Unity?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, dude.
Oh, that's a good call. Yeah, shout out. But
does
thanks for
look like
tuning
that.
in.
It's
This
actually
offends me,
Tormund.
TV. Ahsoka offends me, so that I'm glad we can get together on that aspect of it. But you know, like
Perfect timing.
yeah, like I don't know, like I was trying when Dean was saying B, like I'm trying to think like what in a similar scale, what ships would I want more than this? And yeah, there's a bunch, but they don't. I mean, wow, it's weird. I almost said they don't have the mainstream appeal, but this is the E-wing. Does this have the mainstream appeal, guys?
Yeah.
What do you think? I don't know. You know what I would rather have a moldy crow. You guys know what the moldy crow is? I'd rather have that.
The
That's a
name
good
of
Star Wars
Fern's
ship.
fish?
Yeah, no.
Wow.
You know, or the Raven's Claw. You know, there's equally niche Star Wars ships I'd rather have than this. So I'm gonna go C.
At least it's a unique sculpt. It's not just a
Yeah.
rehashed X-wing or another
Sure.
A-wing or Y-wing we've seen 1,000 times with different paint apps.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It is
like
a new
if
mold, yeah.
But it's like if you want, even if you want like a B wing, like there's a TVC B wing. It came out like 10 years ago. You probably
Yeah.
find it for like double retail. You're not going to destroy yourself buying it. Like if there's almost any Star Wars ship in 3 3/4 is out there in some capacity. So it's like
Yeah.
what's left, right? And like I guess this is the first time 3 3/4, but like nobody's super excited about the E-wing. Like come on,
Just
I'm the
redo
most
the
excited.
B-wing. Come on, we need another B-wing.
There's
You know,
an
I don't-
E-wing? That's what this one is, E-wing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give
we
it
want
a grade
B one now.
E then.
Wow.
The lack of paint and the lack of pilot drops it 2 grades, so C.
Good call. That's a fair point.
I give it a B. I mean, like it definitely like it is what it is, right? It's supposed to be like if you look at or if you read the books, it's like an exact representation of it, right? Or
Well, technically, the Dark Empire version has a cannon on the top, and the Ahsoka version does not, which makes it worse.
okay, then
Oh yeah.
well, Chris
Wasn't
is
that the
leading,
one where it's like, how do you get in the ship if the cannon's there? Is that the same ship?
No, but shout out to the Imperial Troop Transport TVC Mandalorian Edition, where the cannon on the back of it would literally blast the heads off all the stormtroopers who are sitting in there. It's good times.
China recently released a vehicle that literally does the same thing, like a troop carrier in
Yeah,
real
but
life.
China does that shit on purpose.
It's crazy. Sorry,
This
oh,
offends
what
me
kind of
TV.
figures? Here we go.
What kind of figures do we collect? He 3D prints his own. We do a lot of 3D printing on this channel too. I'm kind of with you. Anime, video game, movies, Star Wars, stuff like that. Final Fantasy. We spent like a whole fucking hour on Final Fantasy today. So thank you for letting me get that out of my system, Batfish and Chris.
Yeah, of course. I mean, for me, it's Star Wars, Batman, Turtles.
Cheetos.
Those are high on the list, and then mostly either 6-inch scale or 12-inch scale for me. And Chris, I know what your answer is.
Yeah, well, 80% of my collection is like the vintage Kenner 3 3/4 Star Wars stuff. So like I have all like like 60 out of the 100 vintage figures carded in Canadian packaging specifically, and most of the play sets and vehicles open box but complete with the packaging.
Yeah, I guess I can narrow it down to movies with a bigger focus on Marvel and DC and Star Wars, but pretty much movies in 1/12 or 1/6 scale, and then some oddball stuff outside of that.
I'm just getting into it recently, so I got the Cheetos. Oh shoot! Then I got the E Honda, so it's a little bit of everything. I live the best of lives through these guys, so that's about it.
What about you, Fern? Action figures you're into, or lines or scales?
What? Oh, I collect
Fern's
mostly.
a fish keeper.
Yeah, basically, I'm the Undertaker of the fish world. But fucking mostly McFarlane, DC McFarlane, and I recently got into
Nice.
wrestling figures, so I've
Nice.
been collecting that a lot. Apart from that, I collect also 1/6 scale, Star Wars and Batman.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
But-
you're into the wrestling recently.
Yeah,
So there's so many good options for that as well. Compared to when I was a kid, I remember it was like so hard to find them.
I know. And what's nice is that they're actually the same scale as the McFarlane ones. So
Oh, really?
yeah, they're not like
Yeah, there you
the
go.
Marvel Legends.
Shoot, who Eddie graded this last? Sorry.
It's Fern's turn, I think.
Oh, Steve did grade. Okay, I wasn't sure if Steve did. Fern, what's your grade on this E-wing?
Only thing I'm gonna say is one of my parents used to tell me when I was growing up, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Like,
Jesus.
it looks exactly like what Dean said earlier. Like it looks almost like somebody was trying to draw the X-wing out of memory, and this is what they got.
That's a, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely a good
and that
point.
somebody was Cam Kennedy like 30 years ago, and
Jeez.
they just accepted it. Yeah.
They're like, Grandma, you remember that movie you took me to see back in 1977? Draw that thing.
Oh man. All right.
We didn't
this
even
is,
talk about this.
Like I said, we're gonna hit some stuff we didn't see. We do that with grade the
I
figures
thought we were still
sometimes.
grading. I was like, what?
Oh, we're still grading. Movie
Oh.
realization, the first Jedi in the movie realization line, the
Sorry,
Obi-Wan. And I had this is the Obi-Wan though from the Vader show, it seems, from the Obi-Wan show, sorry, with the rocks and the little hopper. I can't remember the name right now.
T16 Skyhopper.
T16.
Jesus.
And I this
Fucking
just made me
casual,
laugh. This just made me laugh that he comes with this complete fit. He looks more like Vader, but I
That's
don't
an
know.
improvement, putting that bucket on his head. Yeah.
Because it's unique. I'm gonna go B just because it's unique, but I don't know, something's I don't like about this. So yeah, B for me.
Dude, it looks. Did you guys watch Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks like the Onion Knight. Go back. It looks like what's his name?
The Onion Knight?
Yeah, the one with the missing
Oh,
fingers.
Sir Davros.
Yeah, Sir Davos. Look at that guy.
That's a
Looks
good point.
just like
Does
him.
kind of look like him. Yeah.
The movie realization line is not my favorite, but it is my least favorite. I hate this. I don't like anything about this. Not only is it from a property that's just not good, but it's like the worst representation of the best characters. So all in all, this is a fucking F tier.
Excellent. I 100% agree with everything Dean said. Listen, look at this. Look at this. First of all, I hate this line because it's like you're mixing like Earth culture and Star Wars, which makes no sense. Just stop doing it immediately. And then it's like also the ones with the armor, fair enough. Like the Stormtrooper, Boba Fett, Darth Vader. Fine, Darth Vader's sort of based on a samurai, anyways. good deal. But like this Obi-Wan show was like abject garbage, and they're even referencing that terrible scene where he just floats a million rocks like it ain't nothing, and he just smiles the whole time and throws them all at Darth Vader. Like, get out of here. And also, you'd never know this is Obi-Wan. That, you know, his design, it's a guy wearing like a brown tunic. Like, you can't, like the Boba Fett and the Vader and the Stormtrooper, you can tell what character it's supposed to be. This, you need to be told. What gave it away to me was him holding the T-16, which means that it's not an effective design. So like, that's a hard F for me. And seeing these floating rocks brought back traumatic memories of both Rey and Obi-Wan floating rocks, and I don't like either of them. And exactly, F.
In 30 years, when this is at the bottom of some bin at a flea market, no one's gonna know it's Obi-Wan. I think Chris nailed it. It's like, who the fuck is this guy? Oh, is this Tom Cruise's white samurai guy?
It's Joe Samurai. Like, who knows who he is?
Yeah, it's not good.
This is why I put this on here.
Is that supposed to be like the Jedi training helmet thing? Or what is that
No,
supposed to be?
it's just a straw hat that he has for no reason. That's all.
I guess because he's a Ronin.
Looks
No,
like
that
the
makes
front
sense,
of
I
an
guess, if he's a
oven, like
Ronin.
the opening of an oven.
Yeah, it's not a very good looking figure. I don't know. I'd give it an F too. Plus, I hate Kenobi as well. So
Amazing.
I had zero guesses this was Kenobi. Honestly, like until
I
Chris
love
said
it.
something. Yeah. Now that I know it's Kenobi, it's even worse, man. It's like, yeah, I guess it's like F.
The samurai lightsaber didn't give it away.
As if a lightsaber could curve like that. It's so stupid. Let's move on.
as if.
Oh, we need Fern. Are you going? I'm the only one who gave it above an F. So I only gave it the B because it's at least they executed
Canadian.
their vision well, even though it's not something I would ever buy. But yeah,
I would only buy this to give it to use because it looks just like him.
Wow.
Good point.
So a grade letter Y for you.
I give it
Bro,
like
you know how much
like-
these are? You're giving these away?
Wait, what is? How much is it?
They haven't put a
$100,
price
no?
point for this, but the previous ones are what one.
Yeah.
Jesus.
They're like
I
120.
think it's 120. I can't remember. I think the Vader was 120, and then some of the other ones were maybe $90, $80.
I give this an F minus.
There you go.
Do
F
these sell well? Really quick, do these sell?
Yeah, they're about
I think that-
130-ish.
I think
no,
like
minus. So
the
They
Fett
usually-
Vader and Stormtrooper sold really well.
Yeah.
Like people, I've seen them. Plenty of people have those. They're a bit cooler than this, but they're like not much.
Yeah, I think the coolest ones they've ever done are the Boba Fett's, and that's
The Mando was kind
yeah,
of cool.
yeah, the Mando one was okay too.
I prefer my Mandalorian to look how he does on the television.
All right, and let's go on. Sorry, go ahead.
Did you guys talk about McFarlane DC?
Not today, no.
Oh.
We
No.
definitely
2.5
can
hours
if you-
in for him.
and say if we need, we definitely can next time. So this one was just one that popped up on the Marvel Legends side. Kind of cool on the VHS boxing. They're sticking to that. They've done a few of these. Daredevil versus Hydro Man, with the kind of comic inspired shading. I'm not a huge fan of these, and cell shaded figures. I'm kind of sometimes don't like them because I feel like you can only pose them a certain way where they look good. Otherwise, it breaks up and looks dumb. But this one doesn't do too bad of a job, so I'll go C plus just because I don't know. I'm not hyped by it. So
yeah. I think Daredevil's the coolest part about this, and that's not saying a lot. Yeah, C, D.
I'm
for
gonna give it a
Daredevil.
I'm gonna give it a B just because go back that other picture. Look at that. They had the technology to slap a black stripe of paint on that kneecap. Like imagine that,
and they
Mayfax.
did it
You know what I mean?
Okay, fair enough.
for less money too.
It's it might be an A for me. I like the Daredevil a lot. I don't care much for the Hydra Man, but I
Wow.
really want the Daredevil, and like the black really works well. The cell shading really works well for the Daredevil, so I'm tempted on it, but I know it'll go on sale at some point, so I'll wait for the sale, but I still like it a lot.
It's $49.99 right now.
I'll wait for Brenton to buy it and then sell it.
I really like it. It looks is it a 2-pack, I guess, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Or is it, yeah, the packaging looks badass. Like I don't know if you guys like the packaging, but
Packaging is cool. They've been doing that ever since the X-Men line, I think, and the Power Rangers. So, yeah, it's cool.
yeah, I really like the packaging. Other than that, I give it a B, to be honest.
Burn.
Oh, shit, my bad. Yeah, Daredevil. I think it looks good. Daredevil's probably like in my top 3 when it comes to Marvel, and I think I give this like a B. Yeah, but I ain't getting it though. I mean, I stopped collecting Marvel Legends a long time ago, but this is very tempting. It looks really cool.
Some Daredevil fans. There you go. I will say, just because I love the Spider-Man show, it is kind of cool to have those not side characters, but those people who made those pop-in appearances, because there's so many cool options on the Marvel Legends side when it comes to that animated Spider-Man and the retro ones they've done. So they've done some really cool figures with those. So this was tempting for like a minute or two, but they don't hold enough of a place in my heart for
Also, wouldn't
to add to that line.
so stupid? Wouldn't a character that had power over water just instantly kill Daredevil? Like blind dudes can't swim. What the fuck? It's so
I don't know.
It doesn't
What do
make
you mean
any
they can't
sense.
swim.
They
That's not
can't
necessarily
see,
true.
bro.
You don't need the sight to hold your breath.
Yeah, or
You
to
need
tread
sight
water.
to see which way you're going, and
Well, he
and
uses
it would
echolocation like a
muffle
dolphin.
it would muffle his
Jesus.
hearing senses. Such as like this should be his mortal enemy, not Bullseye. What the hell?
Eddie needs to go on. What was that those YouTube videos where they made the characters fight each other?
Push a blind guy into some water, and you see you show.
Oh my god!
Eddie, didn't you see that movie where Batfleck was Daredevil, and then when it was raining, you could see Jennifer Garner?
Yeah,
and
it
they
was
had-
raining. He wasn't surrounded in water. It was raining. He wasn't like underwater. Jesus.
Oh Jesus! The theories we need to test. And then that's actually our show, pretty much. One more shout out to our boy CM Chuck and Double A on Friday night here, holding it down with all the pop culture when it comes to. I often go back and check out their old episodes when I've watched something. So like, I finally caught up on. When I finished Ahsoka, I went back and watched their thing on it, and then when I finally finished some of the What If stuff, and then I'm trying to read The Last Ronin right now, and then I'm going to watch their Last Ronin stuff. But the link is in the private chat. Oops. The link is going to be in the chat there, and make sure you guys vote. As I said earlier, the easiest way to find, they're up in 6 categories. So control find on the page, CM space Chuck, and it's the easiest way to find all 6 categories and vote for our guys over there. And yeah, that's our show. So do you want me to read these? You can do the YouTube ones, Dean, or do you want to do these and I'll do the YouTubes?
I could do these.
All right, go for it.
Give a quick shout out to Ian CB, Renee Mendes, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, King Louis, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, Equan, Chris Valencerina, Ben Thomas, Chris Letty, David Jones, Sam Giz, Daminator, Joao Bretta, Thomas Clark, Eric Switzer, Six Skins, Figs, Billy Badfish, Toy Cartel, Sweet Sweet Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Crett, Big Old Fern, Cesar Marquin, Mark Phillips, Lisa Martin Bomoski, Victor Gregorio, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ, Erwin Ezecina, The Illustrious Rainer, Alad Morgan, Tukothri Wa, Derek B, Aries Portillo, Alvin J, Arelis Delgado, Jazz Carroll, Joe Ridley, Pablo Meza, D Rock, Matt Clevenger, Seth Tucker, CC3PO, Scott Smith, Don McDonald, Stephen Percha, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Steve and Maria Stanley, Eddie Mansonaris, Louis Bennett, Chip Perrin, Jimmy Hernandez, Gigi the Judgmental, and Brenton Palmer.
Bam, ba, 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 bam, bam.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we don't have the sound clip. I'm not gonna.
I got you. I have to add some clips, actually. There's some really good ones I want to add. Yeah, so January, February Patreon benefits Collector of the Year sticker and the Mind Flayers web. I believe these are both going to be hollow from the last thing I heard from Zach. Yeah, check those out. Mark Pearson, Sweetest Angel. And we've got our different Patreon tiers. We've got Hot Seat, $5 a month, giving you access to all digital benefits with Ox After Dark, the Patreon chat, and weekly shoutouts and Discord benefits. Then the Sweet Angel tier 750 has all the previous tier, and including the sticker sent to straight to your door every other month, and as you saw the two we just showed. And next is the $15 certified crispy tier. This tier includes official certified crispy certificate on first pledge, assistance with figure fixes, which I believe is changing, but I would have to check that with the Oxfada. And the $25 What a Guy tier. Folks in this tier get the What a Guy exclusive Pox Deluxe set on first pledge, doubles of all the stickers we send, and benefits of all the previous tiers, and international postage charge above $5. And stickers sent every other month. Eddie, I have that. That's the Oxford over there. Thing.
Oh, you're pretty good. That was pretty good. The Ox fodder.
We met on YouTube.
Me and Steve lost it after OxCon. It's like the accent is only available in Texas. Once I left.
No. It's only available in front of 12-inch. That's all. That's
yeah.
Yeah.
I need to hear him talk in order to do it.
Shout out Moose Stream, 12-inch Moose Stream. And here, speaking of the YouTubes, we've got our YouTube channel members going with Absolute Irwin, Alvin J, Andrew Gibo, Benjamin Hansen, Big Ol' Fern, shout out, Bob Dylan, CC3PO, Chris V, CT603, DJ, Daminator, Doc Smizzle, Ekwan, Fat Batman, Gare Bear, Good Ol' Spotchka, Gotham Cenobites, Justin Sports Card, LV Avenger 702, Mark Pearson, Mike Littrus, Money Mendez, OG Fan, OMFG Rick, 16 Figure Focus, Paul Schreiber, Philip the Fool, S Beam, Sam Gist. I don't think we saw Sam in the chat. Normally we do. Shout out Sam. Scar and Lord, SpongeBob SquareBalls, Sunnyvale Russ, Ben Thomas Show, and Toy Mafia. Shout out all our channel members as well. And you can too join the YouTube channel members if you're Patreoning only 99 cents and $2.99 to join the Peanut Gallery. Otherwise, with the loyalty badges and emojis as well. And that's it. Here's the network. We had OFAC last week, so they won't be on next week. They're on that they're on the monthly basis, so you're gonna have to keep an eye out for when they're up. But OFAC was on last week. We have Question of the Week on Sundays, Bricks and Brews, which I believe they're trying to get a more steady schedule for as well, with more episodes hopefully coming for that. We've got Small Talk here tonight, of course. Ox Plays, which might see some Helldivers 2.
I just bought it. Zach is currently playing it.
Oh wow. So traders. No, just kidding. He's not even watching us.
Sure.
What a dingus. Mind Flayers web, check it out. I think we're playing this Saturday more Baldur's Gate. So that's our current D&D goodness. We're having lots of fun there, right, Dean?
Yeah. Zach died twice last episode. It's hilarious.
and we didn't have to reload to save him. This is why we actually went with the flow when we actually were able to still save him. And then After Dark every Wednesday if you want the dark side of the network and all the juicy stories. And finally, last but not least, the main show on Tuesday, Collecting Weekly Live, which I just caught up on those finally today, actually. Been behind a few weeks, and that's our show. Anything else anyone wants to do? Shout outs? Any last comments?
Shout out to This Offends Me TV for hanging out with us. He just
we got another chat.
We popped up on his recommended, and he decided to watch it. So thanks, man.
It's the old animated Spider-Man series. You'd love to see it. Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, I know, and big thank you to Dean, Eddie, Casual, and Fern for hopping on. You guys made it entertaining, and Fern, we're gonna get you to that advanced aquarium operator status. I'm gonna help you out. Next, when you start over again, you just call me anytime, bro. We're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, I
He's
know. I
moving
can't
to-
wait.
He's moving to
Vern came in-
saltwater tanks. So.
I know.
Vern
I'm not
coming
ready
in
for
with
that
some
yet.
bangers too.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Bro, that high top one. Oh my god, that was.
It looked just
fucking
like it.
insane.
I was not thinking that at all, but you got me.
Look back at it and tell me you don't see it.
Look back at look back at it. That was a good. That's fucking hilarious, bro.
Oh shit! And we gotta. I need to. Oh, I don't have the link for casual.
Do you have a
nerd.
lava lamp behind you? What did we just fucking
Hell yeah,
time
boy.
travel back to the fucking 60s?
Do you want me to turn on my galaxy lamp too? Oh,
That's
no, wait, I
new
don't have that
shit.
plugged in. I
A
don't have
lava
that
lamp?
plugged in.
He's gonna melt all those figures around him.
I was
Yeah,
I was wondering that, but it's not really hot at all.
Yeah,
Dude, I
you
used
gotta
to
have an Edison
love
bulb in
lava
there.
lamps.
I've
The
got
old school
a
ones are
Yeah,
extremely hot.
yeah.
yeah. This is a Walmart product. It was $20. So
Dude, Eddie, I need that Alfred.
Dude, your case is looking badass behind you. You don't have the light on
I know,
anymore, but
right?
I saw it. It was coming together, man.
Yeah, I need to buy the LED lights to put them on there. But yeah, it's coming.
Nice.
It's coming
in the
together. Hold on.
darkness.
Hold on. It's kind of a mess. I only have like one
nice,
figure in
man.
there. But I bought the backing for it. I just need to buy the clear ones for the sides. But yeah, it's coming together.
So this is the garage shelf, and you're just making it yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. I'm planning on buying like 3 more and just having like a background. But you gotta learn.
Nice.
You gotta learn to crawl before you walk.
I'm convinced that's what I'm gonna do now. At this point, they look so good, and it's just the cost of good shelving now. It's like, I don't know, man.
I have
Please we get on this
decals-
camera for the rest of the night. Oh,
I have
Sorry,
decals in that corner of the room, and I think I'm gonna get rid of them and put another garage shelf where those are, because this garage shelf behind me is like dust proof, dude. Like,
You cut acrylic for it too, right?
yeah, I had it done at a shop, but
Yeah.
I get a lot of dust in my apartment, like a lot. So even in the detolfs, like I tried to do the best I could to dust proof them, but there's still a good amount of dust in there. So the garage shelf is like I never have to dust anything in there. So I'm
Dude,
gonna
I
stick
had-
to that.
I had 2 detops, and when I moved, I took them apart and I left them here with my mom. And when I came back to my hometown, I couldn't figure out how to put them back together. And I was like, I just gave up. I was like, fuck this shit.
I moved.
Well,
I moved with 4 of them
Literally
intact.
the easiest thing.
Yeah,
They're
Pain in the
officially
ass.
this week. They're officially retired. So if you're getting rid of them, Eddie, you shouldn't have too much trouble. Somebody wants to add a few to their
I didn't
current
say
they-
setup.
I would.
They've retired more than Brett Favre, man. They keep coming back.
Well,
There's a
I
new-
heard it's
new
yeah.
ones, right, coming out. That's Figure Focus
the-
was looking at.
they're smaller supposedly though.
But I think they really did have Baldwin or something. But they really did have some sort of like critical flaw where like some of them the front door would just explode for no reason. And I've seen it 3-4 times in totally separate environments.
That metal
detolfs?
frame is just so shaky
Yeah.
too.
I mean, mine survived the earthquake. Shit was
Yeah,
crazy.
mine just survived an earthquake.
Yeah, but
I-
they've exploded in rooms where there's no earthquake.
yeah. There's
for no
nothing
reason.
going on. They just explode randomly.
Yeah,
I
that's-
own
I believe those
6,
people don't believe in
and
Jesus.
I've built 0.
Yeah.
I built 0.
I've
Yeah.
bought them all secondhand and put them in the back of a truck and moved them to my condo, and then moved them from my condo to here. And yeah, knock on wood.
They have a section in IKEA that they have like a return section where they have like
Has
sometimes
Oh,
they have detols.
Eddie
already
knows
built.
all about that. Yeah.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah. It wasn't built. It wasn't built. It was missing
Yeah.
pieces though.
Honestly, Eddie, I don't blame you for what you did.
No one blames me. Look,
I don't blame you for
look.
that.
I'm the guy that says
say
the
live, don't
shit
say
that
live, don't say
everybody
live.
does and doesn't want to say that they do. Okay.
I've done a lot worse, to be honest.
I've done a lot. Look at this. Fern
Honestly,
tried to return that bench from Zach's house.
Okay, calm down now.
The thing I'm most like worried about is that acrylic part. Like, is it easy enough to get it set up once it's cut, and like how much is it? A lot of money? Like,
It was like, for me, it was a little over $200, I think, for all the 4 side pieces and the 2 front pieces, because I have them cut them in half. But
okay, so it's still up
it was
there.
like $200.
No, Badfish. It depends who you go to and what gauge of like acrylic you get to. So if you're looking for thicker, thinner, it varies.
Well, if you're looking at like a comparison, like a Moducase or Moduspace, whatever the heck those are called now, they've gone up in price too since they changed the company name. And like, even then, don't get me wrong, they're nice, but I feel like yes, it's still an investment, like Eddie, $200 on acrylic, but it's not. I think one of those shelves now they're running up to $400 to $500 or something for a
Yeah.
Moducase. So
Dude, I never realized how expensive. When I was trying to get the backing for it, I never realized how expensive it is to get like the size of it. I was like, Jesus, like to get it cut out or like trying to find it, the size of it. Luckily, I found these like foam boards that were exactly like half the size. So I just bought 2 of them, and they lined up like perfectly, and they were like $10 each. But like,
Where'd you find them at?
well, I found them at Walmart, and then I also found them at Hobby Lobby, and they're actually $1 cheaper at Hobby Lobby.
I might do that when I do mine, because I overpaid on
Interesting.
mine. Just because
Yeah,
I didn't want
they're
to
like
cut
these.
them more.
They're like these foam boards that I guess they use for like like the like homework, like things
Yeah.
like projects. There you go. And it's like 3. It like opens up. It's, I mean,
you should get a picture of it when
Yeah.
you're like the progress of you
I'll
building
go
it
look for them.
and
Yeah.
when you're finished.
You're talking about
can
the
get-
science project stuff, like where you.
yeah.
Bristol
Okay.
board.
Yeah, and then like opens up,
They're,
and they're like made out of foam.
Yeah,
But they're
Yeah.
not
Cool.
cardboard?
I think like the outer layer is, but like the inside is like foam.
It's a foam core then, basically. I know exactly
Yeah.
what
Okay,
you're
I'm
talking
not
about.
getting
Yeah.
those then. Sorry, Fern. That sounds cheap as hell, dude.
The
They're not that cheap.
there's
At
like
one
a-
point, I thought about just getting. At one point, I thought about just getting curtains and just fucking hanging those motherfuckers
Curtains,
in the back.
no, dude. Curtains is what Posing with Peter did, and it looked good. And another thing with curtains, it will absorb the light instead of reflect it, like the sheets that I got or the ones that you got, because you can see like it reflects the light a lot. So the foam will absorb it, which will look cool too. So yeah,
That's
you
why I
can
got
do
the
that
foam.
easy.
There's a fabric store near me that just you can go and
Cocksucker.
custom cut fabric, whatever type or style. So you would think you could get it pretty cheap somewhere like that, but for like a backing.
I went to HEB one time, and I was. I'm sorry, D.
Oh shit! All right, that was a great show, guys. Thanks for everyone for tuning in. Shout out Sean. That's my last shout out. Take care of the family, buddy. Thanks
Which
for
shout?
thanks for tuning in as well earlier. And
Oh.
yeah, he oh, we got a party going on with Steve. Bunch of balloons. Oh,
Let's get out of here.
whoa!
Let's get out of here.
Jeez. All right. Shout out everyone. Take care. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Small Talk.
Bye.